going on, friends? It's Anton Daniels, and I gotta have a conversation with you guys about Teach Henley because you see how the sun is hitting me. This is no finesse, no makeup, no filters, no none of that. This is 100% Teach Henley. I use it in the morning as soon as I get up, right after I pray and brush my teeth, jump in the shower, and I'm hitting the streets because you never get a second chance to make a first impression. So even though they're giving you 40% off your first order, 20% off for life, even though you may get a free gift, forget all that, right? Because we would do this even if it was full price because it's worth that much. I'm in the streets, I'm kicking it with people and I see Dusties everywhere. You don't want to be them. You want to separate yourself. And the way that you separate yourself is self-care. Ladies get it for the fellas. Fellas don't wait for the ladies to get it for you. I'm about to hit the streets right now and I'm feeling confident. I'm feeling great. I mean, I already got confidence, but to have that extra boost of confidence, knowing that you've taken care of yourself and you set yourself apart from all of the rest of the sheep that's walking around making bad decisions on a daily basis. And it's reflected in their actions. It's reflected in the products that they use. It's reflected in the people that they follow. And so if you're trying to level up, if you're trying to make sure that you look good, they're going to send you the pack. They're going to give you all of the instructions on how you're supposed to use it. Then make sure you get your Teach Henley. Again, 40% off your first order, 20% off for life. Get your free gift. Make sure you tap in with your boy Anton Daniels because Unc is never going to lead you wrong. I would never have you use a product that I don't use myself. Again, they've been rocking with me for a long time. Make sure you get your Teach Henley. I love you. I appreciate you. I'm going to holler at you guys later. Okay. What's going on is Anton from AntonDaniels.com. I appreciate y'all for continuing.
Yeah. Hold on. Sorry, I'm on the phone. Kim called.
I didn't know if I was lagging or what. I'm like, what's going on?
Kim called.
Oh, okay. What's up, Kim? Yeah. After hours. What up, y'all?
Hey, you guys.
What's poppin'?
Hey,
chilling,
everybody.
Chilling. Slow motion. What's the word?
Cooling, man. Cooling.
I see. What is the different lights mean? Colors.
I got on a green shirt. It just matched my shirt until I turn the light off. That's all.
That makes sense. So what's up, y'all? What's the word?
Nothing much. Just a work day.
What? Nothing happened on the
Nothing much.
I guess
it's
not.
Another day in paradise.
I guess not. Nothing interesting. No new news.
Oh, there's plenty. Goddamn. I seen academics going crazy over the DJ Vlad. They went back and forth. I ain't watch all of that though.
Yeah, we'll talk about it. We'll get there tonight.
Oh, okay. That's what's up.
We'll add that
Feeling green today, Slimmy?
Green is my favorite color, so you know.
Not a bad color to be your favorite. All right. Biddy, you good?
Yeah, I'm great. Just catching up on Love Is Blind.
I don't tell you what happened. What's the name gonna leave? What's the name?
I'm on season 3, so you don't know what happened then.
I'm on the new season.
And I'm on 3, so you don't know what I'm talking about.
Tell you what's the name gonna leave? What's the name?
That's season 3, the one with them black folks.
That one weird. What was he? A realtor?
Jesus, is it?
Oh, it's probably 1,000. Ain't no telling.
I didn't know there was a new season. That's why I was asking Quentin.
It was in 2020. It's in 2021. Y'all don't remember it.
Yes, it's a new.
I actually watched that.
Yeah, it's funny because they really dating each other behind walls.
Yeah.
I know I can come up.
Well, got married and had kids and all type of stuff. It's kind of.
I can come up with it.
If you get married and have kids, what's the problem? Ain't that the goal to get married and have kids to most people? Just saying. Is that an issue? I mean, it's like if you can fall in, like, I don't agree with like the time frame they fall in love, but if you can fall in love without seeing somebody, that's more genuine than like looking at a motherfucker and doing that.
Yeah, that's
like
true.
You literally fell in love with their mind and heart, and they don't know what the fuck they look like.
the more seasons we get into it, they starting to ask questions like, are they giving away clues like, oh yeah, my mom's blind and my sister is too. Well, now we know what you are. So it's kind of getting away from what Quentin was saying it should be.
All right. Let me go ahead and get started with the show. Let me read this super chat. Bo Winkle says, so you wasn't going to tell us blank quit the show. I have no idea what you're talking about, big dog. No idea whatsoever. Listen. If the people think that they're about to get any conversation out of Anton from AntonDaniels.com, it's not going to happen.
Oddly mistaken.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen. I don't kick it about my people. I don't you know what I'm saying, go back and forth about friends. I don't do none of that type of stuff. Coworkers, anybody that I actually know in real life, I don't have conversations about that I've met in real life. I don't have conversations about on the internet. So that's not what I do. So if that's what y'all expecting, I apologize. Now, we're about to get back to the regular show. Y'all ready to get into the shits? Quinn, why you laughing?
It's rough out here in these streets. Almost got ran off the road. I almost got herpes on my big toe. It's rough.
What? What?
Oh, anyways, let's go ahead and keep it popping. You think I should do auditions? Q Diddy?
No, I got you. I got you. I got plenty covered. If
Oh yeah,
I got
okay.
you.
So you got the new shits. All right.
That's some new shit.
All right. So I guess here we are. Jesse Jackson. I guess we can go into Jesse Jackson, right?
You didn't tell us how you were, Anton.
I'm good. I'm still rich.
Facts.
That's a blessing.
The numbers is up. I heard that YouTubers is out here suffering. I heard that the numbers is down for most YouTubers. I haven't experienced it. So
It's nothing like really happening like in the world. You know what I mean?
My world stay popping, apparently.
Yeah. But like in like there's nothing like generally like everyone's talking about outside of you. But like overall, everybody like across outside of Black Cuban to them, there ain't nothing really popping right now. Like Jesse died.
Well,
people
you gotta keep the shits up if you want to get some money. Then I guess not.
I can do some dumb fuck nigga shit and help
you out.
I can give somebody a baby.
It's awesome. You a boy, F-boy drama, Anton respect. Yeah, I don't get into the mess. I don't do that. Ramsey says, have y'all seen Larry Wills slap? Y'all got to show that clip. It's crazy.
Nothing really. Nothing really.
I didn't know who that was. I didn't know who that was until.
What is Larry Wills slap?
He slapped this dude named Dean the Goat.
Who was Larry Wills?
Larry Wills is like this real like power lifter. He's a well-known power lifter.
I did see that. I seen that.
He slapped dude. He slapped dude because he kept trying to flirt with his wife. You know what I'm saying? He gave him several warnings, but nothing happened. I mean, he let that nigga know, like, hey, chill. He let him know like 3 times, chill. And
that was a hell of a slap, though.
Oh yeah, it knocked him off camera for sure. But nothing. I mean, other than that, nothing really happened. Like, I don't even know why you would antagonize somebody that
you don't think that
shit
was for you don't think it was for content? I think that almost all of that stuff is for content, bro.
I don't think you take no slap like that from someone that big for content.
You'd be surprised. Niggas has done more for less.
Yeah,
I've seen people get in the shower together on streams.
You know what?
You know who it did. You know what happened, right? Am I off?
I'm not talking about. I'm not talking about
Ray
that
J
dude.
tried to get in the shower.
I know. I'm not talking about that dude, man.
He did. Ray J tried to get in the shower with Casanat. So
and then he got in there by himself.
Huh?
And then he got in there by himself. It was weird.
That's what I'm
That shit
saying.
was
Like
strange.
people have done. All I'm saying, Slimmy, is people have done more for less. So I don't know why
Oh,
you
for
think
sure.
people wouldn't do it. Like it's beyond the realm of possibility. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, I'm just saying because of his stature, because he's a little guy. So it's just like, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think it was a setup.
You think it was staged?
100%, bro.
It's drunk though. Maybe they might not even been drunk. Who knows?
I think the niggas was playing for the camera, bro. Come on, bro.
Dude looks stunned though. He a good actor. I'll say that.
Everybody apparently on the internet is a good actor.
He looks stunned. Like he didn't expect that shit to happen. Like, dog. I mean, and even if it wasn't staged, shit. What else you thought was gonna happen? You kept trying
Check your phone real quick.
What you mean? You can't hear me?
Check your text.
I'm gonna wait and see how Slimmy's reaction is since we're here. Slimmy, you good?
Yeah, we good.
What we doing?
I don't know.
Is this Friday the 13th? That was last week.
Yeah.
Molly, I don't know what's going on. Oh man. Y'all want me to leave y'all? I got y'all. Don't worry about it.
No, don't do this.
We can't hear y'all now. Go ahead.
This ain't got nothing to do with me and Slimmy. Trust and believe.
No, I didn't say that. I just said we can't hear y'all now.
How was your day, friend? How was your day, friend? Did you start watching the movies yet?
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, I was watching Shutter Island yesterday. I started watching Shutter Island. I already saw it though. I didn't realize I finished it.
Why do people want to know how much y'all make all of a sudden?
I make 0.99 cents.
Jesus Christ. Well, I don't know why niggas so nosy. Anyways, we have to address Jesse Owens. Jesse Jackson.
I think Jesse Owens been gone for a minute.
Jesse Jackson. So, thank you for saying that I'm the GOAT. I appreciate y'all. I'll read some of y'all super chats shortly, and we're gonna do a little bit of a recap on the life of Reverend Jesse Jackson that died at 84 years old. And then we're going to talk about it before we get into the show. But first, we got to acknowledge Jesse Jackson. Let's get it.
Legendary civil rights leader, Reverend Jesse Jackson, dying at the age of 84.
I'm human. I am God's.
After decades of public eye, watching a country change as much as he did, Jackson, born in 1941 in Greenville, South Carolina, was a young protege of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., his life changing when King was gunned down in Memphis. Jackson, literally, there by his side.
And when we turned, all we could see was police coming. Police were coming from the direction of the shot.
It fell to Jesse Jackson and a small group of others to help keep the civil rights movement alive. The Baptist preacher known for stirring speeches.
Repeat this. I am somebody.
Becoming a voice for the people.
Keep hope alive. Keep hope alive.
Jackson made Chicago his base of operation, starting what became the Rainbow Push Coalition, urging companies and politicians to improve opportunities for minorities. And he had his own political ambitions, launching a bid for president in 1984. The campaign marking the first time a national party had a major African-American contender. But the campaign was derailed when Jackson admitted using an anti-Semitic slur in a private conversation.
However innocent and unintended, it was insensitive and wrong.
His apology at a New Hampshire synagogue helped him climb out of a deep political hole. He didn't win the nomination, but came closer after another run in 1988. 20 years later, a visibly emotional Jackson witnessing America elect its first black president, Barack Obama, a fellow Chicagoan. Over the years, Jackson used his considerable leverage as a statesman here at home to draw headlines around the world, joining the fight to end apartheid in South Africa, winning freedom for Americans held captive overseas, telling Today in 1999 he was always conscious of Dr. King's legacy.
All right, we'll just leave it there. Jesse Jackson passes away at the age of 84. Does anybody have any thoughts on Jesse Jackson? Nobody got no thoughts on Jesse Jackson? Jesus.
No comment.
What's going on, y'all?
I think it was pretty cool that he was Martin Luther King's friend. They had a little something.
That's all y'all got for Jesse, bro?
Yeah, he's just a civil rights activist that died. I don't
Jesse Jackson?
I don't really like get hype when like when I die, no one's gonna like talk about me. So like I hate on famous people that die and people talk about them. Like,
what if they talking about him positively though? You can say something positive about him.
I didn't even know he was trying to run for president.
You didn't know Jesse Jackson had ran for president?
I didn't know that.
So he's a loser because he was never a president. So he was a loser. So we know that part.
I knew he was an activist. Like I knew about him and MLK and all of that, but I don't remember what year did he run for presidency?
84 and 88.
That's probably why I don't remember.
I'm so surprised y'all don't have more to say about Jesse.
I don't like when I saw he died, I was like, meh.
He was one of the biggest civil rights leaders, bro. He was literally right with Martin Luther King when he got assassinated.
We had a show and all y'all was talking about how Martin Luther King wasn't shit too. So there's that.
No, you're a liar. I've never said
yes, y'all were. Y'all read that nigga Martin's name through the mud.
Who said Martin Luther King ain't shit?
No, I ran his name.
Y'all read that nigga's name through the wood.
And it wasn't really running his name through the mud. It was really just telling the truth that, they used him just like they used Jesse Jackson. So it's no difference.
How did they use Jesse Jackson?
He never was going to be a president.
Who is they?
I mean, it's a lot of people that's never going to be president, but that don't necessarily that they using them.
Yeah, Martin. I was just saying how Martin Luther King had civil rights training. Jesse Jackson was right there too. He knew when Martin Luther King was about to get eliminated. You could see the look on his face at the interviews. Oh yeah, for sure. But I wasn't gonna comment because he just passed away. I don't have nothing good to say, so I'm just not gonna say nothing.
Wow. Would anybody else like to give their thoughts on Jesse?
I agree with Slimmy, to be honest.
You agree with Slimmy on what?
I would like to applaud him for his civil rights effort.
I think you delayed, Quinn. I'm sorry, you said you agree with him on what?
I agree that he was used. That's just my personal opinion. I think he was used as well, just like MLK and a few others. But also, like he said, he just passed away. So I'm gonna just say rest in peace.
What do you think? You think he was used for what?
To push an agenda. I'll say that. I think he was used to push an agenda, and we have come to know. Well, I'll say I've come to learn things about MLK that I didn't know, and that we weren't taught. And so to know that him.
That don't make no sense how y'all do that.
Like what?
How we do what?
What was you taught?
How y'all pick and choose what you were taught and what's right and what's wrong.
No, what? So what you initially taught?
I'm talking to her. I'm not talking to you. Like what you're saying right now.
You're saying y'all. So you're saying y'all.
I'm talking to Brittany right now. What you initially said is you were taught. You don't tell me what to do. you were taught something in the past, now you learn new information. Like what? How do you decipher like what to believe?
Well, it's when you hear new things
It's all secondhand information.
Well, then everything is secondhand information.
My question is, how do you decide what to believe?
What I said was that I've learned new things about MLK, and I feel as though, given the I don't know what I can and can't say. That's why I'm kind of like tiptoeing a little bit.
You can say whatever you want to say, but if you choose not to say, you don't have to say anything. But
okay, so as far as MLK, then I feel as though like he was used by the small hats, and I feel as though Jesse Jackson was as well. I don't think that a lot of the stuff we were taught is all the way true. And I don't really want to get into too much detail right now because we are talking about Jesse Jackson, and I was going to more so hint on MLK. But like I said, all I know about Jesse Jackson for the most part was that he was a civil rights activist. I didn't know that he ran for presidency. They said he said a slur. What slur did he use?
I don't know. Who told you about the small hats? Where'd you get that from?
Just history. Put it like this. There's people that were around those times that come out and have spoken on things of interviews that I've heard of people that were around just like Jesse Jackson that were around MLK at that time. And everything that we were told is not 100% accurate. And that is where I'm getting it from. I'm not saying what I believe or don't believe. I'm just saying when you get new information, you start to see things a little bit differently. So
my grandpa Marvin was around back that time, and he told me different than what I hear from the internet. So
you probably did.
I'm gonna believe him. I think I'm gonna believe my grandpa Marvin.
It's not about what you believe. It's about taking in information, and you get to decipher whether you believe something or not. Again, I never said what I do and don't believe.
It is about what I believe. I believe grandpa Marvin.
That's cool. Shout out to Marvin. But yeah, I just want to, what slur did they say that Jesse Jackson used to where they said he didn't get elected or something because he used a slur?
You can't say it on the internet. You can't say it. So I'll put it in the back chat.
No, because I'm wondering if it has to do with what I said about the small hats. I mean, Quentin, you could give your opinion.
I already did. I talked first.
Don't put it in the back. Oh, never mind, Sonny.
Oh.
Well, does anybody else have anything about Jesse Jackson that y'all would like to? I thought this was going to go a little differently, but you know.
I got nothing. Jesse Jackson was never talked about in my household like that. Shockingly, but he was
Good or
old,
bad?
84. That's about that time. Well, my household was very anti-white, so but he was so old, so I don't know. I don't think my parents really cared about Jesse Jackson or the civil rights. Like they were racist, but they wouldn't like I don't know. They never talked about no civil rights leader.
When I lived with my grandpa Marvin,
probably because they know they weren't leaders.
Well, I'm going to say that Jesse Jackson was pivotal in the civil rights movement, which I think that at the time, considering the racial landscape and the discrimination, the real discrimination that was happening at that time, not this fake shit, I think that he was necessary and he was pivotal in order to push against the things that was bad for the culture and the country at that time. And I think that Jesse Jackson, from what I know about him, was instrumental in continuing to highlight and advocate for rights for Black people here in the United States of America. I think his movement was hijacked as he got older, and they turned it into something that was completely different. What we now know as diversity, equity, and inclusion, and the alphabet community agenda, and feminism, and all of that stuff. But outside of that, I think that Jesse Jackson, at the time that he came up, was necessary. And I don't know. I think that, ultimately he probably did more good than anybody can say that he did bad on this earth. So, I think he was I think he was good for the culture and he was good for society. So those are my thoughts, Tony, in particular. So any other thoughts on Jesse before we move on? Wow. All right. Should be an interesting night. We're going to continue to mine this out and figure it out as we go. I could have just left that part out. Shout out to Kais. Kais says at the end of the day, they're all the same. What's all the same, Kais? What do y'all think that he's referring? What is he saying?
I think as it pertains to the small hats, I think that's what he's talking about.
Yeah,
is he saying all civil rights leaders are the same?
Yeah, there is no there was no. It was literally put there for us. It was put there for us to make us docile. Also, it was put there for us to be more prone to victimhood than anything. So
interesting.
There's that.
All right. Shout out to you, Kais. I appreciate you for the super chat. Daniel says, "What up, Slimmy? Got Alien movie green light popping. Motown Mo in the building. What up, Motown Mo? I appreciate you from 82. BMRK says the disappointment I dealt when I realized Anton didn't catch the obvious sarcasm from Vlad. We'll talk about that next. Then he was actually defending Jay-Z. Cali Mike says they pocket watching because of Homegirl's interview. User says let's react to the Red Cup Girl interview. Tam Speak says did y'all experience the YouTube outage this evening? Very, very interesting. Was it a YouTube outage today?
Don't know.
I didn't hear nothing about it.
Yeah, my people said YouTube had went down. They had went down.
I was watching Love Is Blind.
Well, I was at work, so I didn't know.
I felt like I was on YouTube all day. I didn't experience it.
I didn't hear nothing about it.
I was watching YouTube and someone's chat went out. It said, oops, something went wrong. But it was like only like 2 minutes.
I didn't know about it. I wasn't familiar with it. Chat, how long was it out for?
If it wasn't out long enough for you to know about it, don't matter, does it?
I don't know. I've been working on YouTube all day, and I haven't noticed anything personally on my end. So I guess that I would know if anybody would know. So let me see a couple more. Bring on shampoo to destroy Q and Slimmy, says Real Will Baker. Leg says, what's worse, a gay son or a thought daughter?
A gay son.
Facts.
All women are hoes anyway, so
Facts.
By default.
A gay son is worse. Facts. Somebody said, man, why Anton lying about how good Jesse was? Listen, I believe in highlighting the good in people once they pass away. 100%. All right. I guess we'll get over to Vlad. All right. So this was Vlad's tweet the other day that he still has up. It says, this is from February 14th, which was 3 days ago. I have a confession. Rock Nation has been paying me to support Megan. They also paid off all the jury members to convict Tory. And they bribed the judge too. Jay-Z did a verse for his grandson's new album. They paid off Megan's doctor to lie about the bullet fragment. She was never shot. LA police are all on Jay's payroll, and it doesn't stop with LA. You're not ready to hear that part. Mexican guy who stabbed Tory. Who do you think paid him to do that? You already know the answer to that. 3 Supreme Court judges who denied Tory's appeal, all paid off by the Rock Mafia. Jay also said Trump not to pardon Tory, even though it's a state case. Trump can only pardon federal cases. But knowing Trump likes to bend the rules, Jay wasn't taking any chances. I can't keep these lies secret anymore. And that's the sarcasm part. I can't keep these lies secret anymore. A lot of people didn't know if he was being trolling or not. if this is my last tweet, I'm sorry. This is my last tweet. Blah, 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 blah. So he goes on to say that. Then he's continuing to talk about it. And he said, for the record, I wasn't hacked. Right? So he's doing all of this. Then academics calls him. And he addressed it with AC. And this is what he had to say on academics live stream.
Vlad.
Yeah, what's good?
I'm on stream, brother. You're the topic of conversation.
Yeah, you think?
Vlad, what's going on?
Man, look, if you look at like my previous tweets, I was talking about how ridiculous the whole news cycle was, because they were bringing back this old video from May of Kelsey's bodyguard saying that she really was the shooter. Like, oh, look, the evidence is in. And I'm like, this is a tweet from May. And he wasn't even the bodyguard that night. He was the bodyguard who claims you overheard something during the court proceedings, whatever. And people are like, oh, that's because Jay-Z, he bought off all the jurors. I said, okay, that's an interesting idea for a tweet. So I created this whole ridiculous tweet with every conspiracy theory laid out one after the other, to the point of even saying that Jay-Z did a verse for the judge's grandson.
Yeah, that was reaching, of course.
Do you think that was reaching?
Well, hey, listen, I knew this was a satirical tweet from the get-go. I was just speaking about the tweet.
So a lot of people are saying that it was satire and that they knew it was satire, and other people were saying that, I was in the camp of the other people that were saying you don't play like that. I would like to get y'all thoughts on this whole situation of Vlad.
Vlad is goofy. I don't understand why that was even necessary for him to even come out saying anything, especially about Tory Lanez. And even in the interview with academics, he was like, well, I like Tory. It's not about Tory. Why would you even play like that? To even try to bring up something previous when a lot of people still believe that Roc Nation is behind him being in prison right now. You decided to try to bring that up randomly on Valentine's Day. And then first of all, Vlad is too old. He just sounds goofy. You're too old to even be joking like that. I don't understand the point of it. It just literally made no sense to me. I'm like,
what's the significance of Valentine's Day that he can't bring it up?
It was like, are you looking for attention, or like, what was the point of that? And then to say there was a new clip that came out about the case and all that. So you just felt like you needed to randomly be sarcastic and say Roc Nation did it. And truth be told, a part of me started to believe that he wasn't really being paid, that he was missing some money, and they finally paid him. So he tried to come back and say that he was just joking. And he threw in some like little fake jabs or fake lies within the post that he made. This is just how my brain works. That he threw in some lies to try to like get people to not believe it, but still believe it. I feel like there were truths in that, and I feel like there were some lies in it. But nonetheless, I feel like it was goofy. I just don't understand the point of that.
I think he got a lot of motion. Probably made a lot of money off of a random tweet. So I don't know. I think a lot of people do shit for content, and I just like leave it at that.
I just think it was dumb, and I hope Jay-Z goes after him with everything that he has, because why would you put all that out, name names, and give all this, and then he's laughing about it while somebody's asking it like it's really funny. I don't feel like he should have did that. And like Brittany said, he's too old to be playing pranks on people. Some people just need to grow up.
All right. Anybody else on this? I
don't find it wrong with telling the truth about anything. Everything that was in that tweet. I think there's a possibility that it could be factual information.
And then he was like trying to make.
I don't see the problem in it.
Yeah, it was almost like he was throwing jabs at Tory, and it just didn't make sense to me. Because even in the interview, like I said, with academics, he was like, well, I like Tory. But then he started like going down the rabbit hole of what transpired the night of the shooting. And a lot of his facts are actually still wrong. And I'm just like, why does it sound like you're trying to like accuse him again of doing something. It was just very weird. I'm like, why is he even talking about this? But then to say, oh no, I like Tory. I want Tory to get out. It sounds like you don't. It literally sounds like you don't.
Did we listen to 2 different interviews?
What do you mean, Q?
Like I don't like. I feel like what she said. I guess I didn't hear that part.
Well, it was in academics. It's longer. The interview was longer that he did with what's his name? Vlad. Yeah, it was longer. But in the interview, Vlad was stating how, because him and academics are basically going back and forth about Tory Lanez. It became more about like Tory Lanez in the case, and so they started like dissecting it. And Vlad was basically saying things how Tory really did shoot Meg, and trying to make it seem like, oh, the evidence that came out isn't he was just saying a lot of stuff that to me, I'm just like, did you really pay attention to the case, or is this just your opinion? Because it sounded like a lot of stuff was opinion based, and it sounded like he was really going at Tory. And I'm like, where's all this hostility for Tory coming from? It was just so random. Like, you made it about Jay-Z. You were saying, oh no, Jay-Z did this and Jay-Z did that, and then all of a sudden he started talking more about Tory. So I just didn't understand that. Tory is in jail, like he's in prison. Like, why are you still talking about him?
Aren't all jury cases opinion based?
What do you mean?
I said aren't all like jury cases opinion based. They present evidence and
it's based off of. I mean, it's not opinion.
It's your opinion because it is because you get multiple people. Some people say guilty, some people say not. So it's literally you look at the evidence. You can look at the evidence one way and perceive it one way, and I can look at it another. It's literally your opinion.
So you're saying that the deliberation of the jury is based off of their
opinion. Yeah, 100%.
But everything is not opinion based. Sometimes you can present facts that says otherwise, right? And so it's not entirely based off of an opinion.
Okay.
In my opinion.
It's a good one. It's not based off opinion, in my opinion, either, man.
Any other thoughts on this whole Vlad situation?
Time for the GOAT to talk. That's you, Molly.
I don't watch him. I don't do, because it's like, do people not? I think he's the feds. What? I don't understand why people watch him. I honestly do. Most stuff is like it's like an interrogation masked as an interview. I don't know. I don't watch the guy, so I don't want to say too much, but I've never seen a white man so interested in Black culture. That's all I'm gonna say.
He's not white.
He looked white to my eyes.
He's not white, and that's the problem. That's exactly why he did it. A white man probably wouldn't have been able to get away with that shit.
He one of them?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Sure.
So
that's why he did it. That's why he did it, because he could get away with it.
PSYOP all day.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he
I didn't know he
But
was.
Black people love the tea, so
yeah, Vlad is Vlad is the scum of the earth. Like I can't. There ain't really much I could other. I've been saying, like, I hope this is just a wake up call that Black people stop dealing with him.
No,
Stop fucking with him. Stop fucking with that dude, man. There's nothing good about him. Nothing good comes from any of his content. Man, this dude is a cancer. He's a culture vulture. I don't even understand how you need to strip him of the name DJ. Like, I don't understand.
He gave himself that name. You can't take it away from him.
Well, I'm saying don't nobody need to recognize him as that. Stay away from that motherfucker, man. Stay far away from DJ Vlad, man. This should be a learning experience, man. He don't give a fuck. He don't fuck with Black folks. He don't. He only using y'all. He only using y'all for content to make money. This dude, I mean, like, he literally has nothing to do with the case. He has zero to do with this case. He inserted himself in something that has already been solved, and because he saw some other tweets, he wanted to make a satirical tweet about something that has already been finalized. And he goes on this tirade implicating very, very big names, including the president. Like, come on, bro. Like, come on, man. If that man, I'm gonna be honest. If that was a black dude, man, he probably have his whole motherfucking channel stripped. Anything, he probably had that shit torn down. They be tearing his ass up. But because it's Vlad,
I don't know about that part, Slimmy.
Yeah. Who you think could have got away with that?
I think most people can get away with that on X, on Twitter,
and not have nothing happen to their YouTube.
It's people that say egregious stuff every day nowadays on Twitter, and they don't bother them.
No, not with that type of motion. No,
I'm telling you.
Who?
A lot of people.
I wonder if Jay-Z would actually like. I think Miss Angela, I think you did mention. Did someone mention sue? Did you mention suing or something? Yeah. Like I'm starting to think like, would he actually sue? Because if there's truth to it, he won't. But why wouldn't he? If like you try to slander his name like
that, the proof is on the person that said it.
No, I'm saying like, would Jay-Z go after Vlad for saying it?
No.
For putting his name in
I
it like
would.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like he should, but
Jay-Z don't mess in none of this shit. And a lot of people say shit about Jay-Z, and he out of it.
Which is true, but I guess more so because of the time frame right now, with everyone actually mentioning his name being in the files and all this stuff. It's like that's why I didn't understand why Vlad randomly decided to come out and say all this. It's like it just feels like
billionaire.
I just feel like there's truth to some of it. Maybe I'm wrong, but something feels very truthful in what he said. But I feel like he tried to fake dummy it down to make it seem as though he was, haha, just joking. But there's truth in every joke, for the most part. So, were you joking or was it truth?
I don't believe Vlad knows anything about anything.
Yeah, why would Jay-Z? What would he get out of paying off people for Megan?
I don't even think it was Jay-Z. I think it was what's the woman that works for Jay-Z? The what is her name?
Why do you think that he did anything?
Who? Jay-Z?
Yeah.
When it comes to the whole Tory case?
I'm just saying, what gives you the idea that anything is happening? Not saying that it is or it isn't, but what leads you to believe that?
I guess I'm confusing what you're talking about. I was talking about
I'm going based off of what you said.
But no, well, I was talking about Vlad though.
Oh, Vlad.
I'm saying no, I was talking about Vlad as far as what's being said about Jay-Z right now. I feel as though there may be truth to some of the things Vlad said.
That's what I'm saying. What gives you that? What makes you think?
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm asking you.
Well, more so because I just feel like for him to say it again, to me, it just seemed very random. Like, why would you randomly just come out and say that? And then when he brought up the Tory situation, because of what has been said about the whole Tory case with Jay-Z and Roc Nation being behind it, Tory's dad came out and said that. It was just a lot of weird stuff going on with that case that had to do with Roc Nation in general. Not even so much just Jay-Z. I forget the lady I forget her name, that works for Roc Nation. They were mostly speaking about her. So not necessarily speaking on Jay-Z, but for Vlad to come out and say all of this, that Roc Nation and Jay-Z was paying him off, it just, where did that come from? Like, why was that something you feel like you need to randomly bring up? So to me, it just feels like there may be, maybe not, but maybe some truth to what he's saying.
I don't believe so.
Maybe not. Again, I don't 100% have
my default is always going to be, ain't no truth to what people saying, unless they can actually prove it. I've just, over the years of doing this, I've come to conclude that very few things of what people say is true.
I agree with that for sure.
So unless you can show me different, unless you can prove it, I don't believe it. Not even a little bit. Not even a little bit. I don't believe it. So,
I still think there was some truth.
I think it's disrespectful. I think it's egregious. I think because the problem is that, let's say hypothetically that it is satirical. Most people can't separate the difference, right? Most people can't
a lot of people will do what you just did, Brittany, and they'll say, and I think it must be some truth to it. And so that's the danger of it, is that when you open up the door, when you think something is a joke, it doesn't necessarily translate that way to everybody else. We got 1,000 conspiracy theorists, 100,000 on the internet alone, let alone, and people love a good conspiracy. They love to try to, oh man, you know what I'm saying? That nigga must have took an oath or something. Like, people love that shit. You know what I'm saying? So because of that, it becomes a little bit more dangerous, because the internet and the landscape of it has changed significantly. And so I don't like that. I don't like the whole idea of people assuming without knowing for sure or having real evidence. Everything is based off of what somebody else said, and what somebody else said.
I feel like I 100% agree with you with, like, I'm not the type of person to convict someone without evidence. You know what I mean? Like, I don't do that. But I also think, for me, the way I think is I don't put nothing past people, because, for instance, like, I think most of us would have been maybe not in believance of the Epstein files, right? Like, the stuff that we were hearing prior to that even happening, the whole Pizzagate and all of that. A lot of people said those were conspiracy. A lot of people back in the day, I vividly remember here on YouTube, a lot of people saying that those were conspiracies and that stuff could never be true, and these celebrities could never do stuff like that. And then here we are today in 2026, and a lot of that stuff there's proof of it. It's not just an assumption with everything. So granted, maybe not ridicule everybody and say, oh, my opinion, I'm gonna present my opinion as a fact, but that doesn't mean that you can't still stop and think sometimes, like, maybe there might be truth to something. Maybe, you know what I'm saying? Not saying put it out on the forefront like, oh no, this is a fact, but why not have it that, people will shock you every day. So
I would argue for every 10,000 rumors, if one of them is true, because the clock is right twice a day, and the one that is right is usually the one that's brought to the forefront to parade around and say, hey, look, see what happened. There's 10,000 people that was wrong. And the problem is that very few people come out and say I was wrong. It's almost like an accusation against a person that people say did something that they didn't do, right? We could take all of the guys that get out of jail on a regular basis or get out of prison, and they've done 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Some of them have done 50 years. And then we just get the evidence to show that it was completely different than what it was. Nobody comes back and say, hey, man, look at all of these guys that's getting out of jail, and it wasn't true. They only highlight the rapists that they catch. They only highlight the criminals that's actually accurate. Nobody actually comes back and highlight and champions the person now that we have DNA evidence to show differently that, no, it wasn't there. Nope, that wasn't true. People don't give a fuck even if you prove them wrong, right? Even if you say Michael Jackson was at this particular place, right? And whatever, he did A, B, and C. And there could be evidence, real life evidence of Michael Jackson completely being somewhere different. That's AI. No, I don't believe that's true. Right? And so until you can give us some evidence otherwise, from my perspective, I've learned to lean more towards being open, making sure that we separate conspiracy from opinion, and going from there. Because it's one thing for something to be somebody's opinion, but every opinion turns into a conspiracy, right? So I don't just by default lean into what I translate things to be, because a lot of it could be true and a lot of it may not necessarily be true, right? Just because we believe it don't mean that it's not going to be true.
True, and that can go for both sides.
I'm a disagree 1,000%, because the word conspiracy theory was created by the government due to one of the craziest assassinations in history in front of the world. So I can't agree, because they wanted to steer people wrong, and they use it they use it in a way, they weaponize it against the people. And I would say the conspiracy is what they tell you, and the truth is what you have to find out.
It says philosopher of science Karl Popper is generally credited with coining and popularizing the term conspiracy theory, specifically the conspiracy theory of society, in his 1945 book, The Open Society and Its Enemies. While the phrase appeared in print as early as 1863, Popper formalized it in its use of academic critique. And see, that's what I'm saying. Like, we could sit here and say, well, the government is the person that created it. It goes on to say in 1967, a popular but inaccurate belief is that the CIA invented the term in 1967 to discredit critics of the Warren Commission, while the CIA did circulate a memo in 1967, released in 1976, advocating for the use of the term to counter critiques. They did not invent it. So that's what I'm saying. We go off of things based off of what is communicated to us, and we do research enough to validate what we believe, but we don't do research and deep dive enough to actually be able to dispel some of the things that we believe. And that's what I was taught in university, right? I was taught that you are supposed to research against your own bias in order to prove that your bias can stand up in an argument where somebody will then say, oh man, that's not true, or oh man, that's true. You're not supposed to research to validate your bias. You're supposed to research to substantiate your argument. And the only way that you can do that is by researching against what you believe. That's
well,
just
the only
truth.
problem with what you said is that they put out propaganda proving it.
Who?
You just said it. The CIA put out the propaganda.
That was
they circulated it.
That was in 1976. Karl Popper, his book came out in 1945, and that's in print.
But if they circulated propaganda to back that up, how could you talk against it? How could you say that wasn't true?
No. You said, listen, Slimmy, I don't know if you remember what you said.
I remember exactly what I said.
Hold on. You said the CIA invented the term conspiracy theory. That's not true.
Okay.
It's not true.
So they used the term. So they I also said they weaponized it against us.
Wait.
So
We're gonna skip. We're gonna skip over there.
So I also said they weaponized it against us.
We're gonna skip over the part where you was wrong.
Did they not weaponize it against us?
Slimmy.
Did they not weaponize it against us?
Are we going to skip over the part where you was wrong though? And act like
how was I wrong? How was I wrong?
Because they didn't invent the term conspiracy theory.
Oh, so you talking about the guy that initially said it? Okay, cool. So they didn't invent the term, but they used the term to dispel everything that was being told to the people that was the truth.
Yes, they.
So
used
that's
but you're still wrong. Absolutely, you're wrong.
Okay.
If it's literally documented in print, and it's also, it could be traced back to 1863, that means you're wrong.
Okay, cool. When did it say they first started using the term?
Here, I'll put it up on the screen for you so you can see.
The CIA. When did they first started using the term? In 67, you said?
Give me a second. I'm going to put it up on the screen for you so you can read it for yourself. It says a popular but inaccurate belief is that the CIA invented the term in 1967 to discredit critics of the Warren Commission, while the CIA did circulate a memo in 1967, which was released in 1976, advocating for the use of the term to counter critiques. They did not invent it. That's literally what it says. The earliest use in the Oxford Dictionary.
So them using propaganda. So in 1863, they didn't do things the way that they do now, or in recent history. So what we have to do is we have to look at the time. In 1967, which is 4 years, which will be almost the next term of presidency, they used a term called conspiracy theory all over the media, all in the news, to dispel what people are saying. And that's what this says. They circulated, what did it say? They circulated a what? A memo. Why would they do that? Why would they do that?
Let me address.
Why would they do that? Why would they do that though?
Slimmy, it doesn't matter. That's not
Oh
what
my
we were
God.
arguing. No. Let me tell you why. Because the reason why it doesn't matter is because the thing that I was arguing is that they did not invent the phrase. All of the other stuff that you're saying, that's your perspective. I'm not arguing back and forth about it. But the fact of the matter is they did not invent the phrase. It's the truth.
So they didn't use the phrase.
The phrase.
Are you saying they didn't use the phrase? They didn't use the phrase.
They didn't invent the phrase.
Are you saying so I was still right when I said that this so I was still right when I said that the CIA used the phrase. They used the phrase to as a counter to information. Did I not say that? Okay, so if they didn't invent the phrase, that's cool. But I'm still right in the aspect that the CIA they started this though. Did they not? Did they not?
All right, Slimmy.
So you just gonna overlook that part?
I don't give a fuck about that part. That's your opinion. That's not what I'm arguing.
It's my opinion, but you just read it as fact.
That's your perspective. You are entitled to say that. You don't need my validation in order to do it. That's not
this isn't about validation. This isn't about validation. This is about the facts. So if I'm wrong, about them not inventing it, but I'm not right about them using it. Is that what you're saying?
I don't know. I didn't say nothing. Slimmy, you know what? You know what the problem with these conversations are? Is because you can't put words in my mouth. I'm not saying anything. The only thing that I did when you said what you said was I started to research. No. I started to research where the term came from because I wanted to know if it was true or not, because I don't just take people's word for it. That's the only thing that I said. If you believe or if you are saying that that's what's happening, then cool. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't have no problem with it. Why do you need my validation?
It's not about getting your validation. You know that's not what this is about. This goes again, because you are ultimately wrong. Even though I am wrong about the CIA inventing it, you're ultimately wrong about what your statement was about conspiracies.
Well, okay, what did I say that was wrong about conspiracies?
You pretty much said that conspiracies aren't real. And you said there's one right out of everything.
That's not what I said, Slimmy. That's not what I said.
So what were you saying when you said there's one right out of every 10,000?
I said there's a difference between an opinion and a conspiracy. But nowadays, all opinions turn into conspiracies. It's one thing. Okay, here's the difference. It's one thing for me to say, you know what? I think that this is what's going on. And then it's another thing for people to put out there that there may be some truth to what it is. And they're starting to put that on the internet and they're starting to preach that and they pushing that the same way that you said the CIA was doing it in 1976 or with the memo in 1967. So there's a difference between an opinion and a conspiracy. There's a difference. That's all I'm saying. All the rest of it you can have. I don't care. So what did I say that was wrong?
That's not how we got here, but okay.
How did we get here, Slimmy?
Because you made it seem like anybody who believes a conspiracy is wrong for believing that. That's how you framed it. Because you said I can only go by how you framed it.
You can't say how I framed it. You got to say what I said.
I can't say it. I don't remember verbatim. And I said, because I was about to go and say, because you said 1 out of every 10,000 is right. And the rest are opinions. But then, so my point was, I can't agree with you because the government has established that the word conspiracy is used to mislead people.
How did they establish it?
You just read it with the memos. They did that with the memos, and this was used to dispel all of the facts that were coming out about JFK. So they've been doing this. All right.
I said okay.
All right. I didn't say nothing else.
I think Anton's just more of the type of person, which is fine. Everyone's different. That he has to see proof of everything to, and again, most people should do that. Let me be clear. Like, we should definitely have proof. I think some people, maybe like myself, maybe like Slimmy, I don't want to speak for you, but we can, I don't want to say read in between the lines of things, but we can see things, hear things, and believe. I guess it's more of, for me personally, I think it's more about almost what Slimmy was saying, like the truth to me lies within what they're trying to tell us isn't true, if that makes sense. Like, things that they try to tell us aren't true.
Well, what if they tell you something that's not true?
What I'm saying is that I'm not saying take everything and just run with it. That's the thing. To me, it doesn't have to be this or that. There's things that you can take and like listen, hear, and maybe have your own opinion about it, have your own feelings about it. But I also think that there's things where you can take heed to what people say. And there might be, I don't want to say signs, but there might be, let's say, certain patterns that can show that what they're saying makes more sense than what we might have been taught. So if there's more patterns leading to this way, then why would I not start to think that it's that? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, why is it everything doesn't have to have hardcore evidence? Not everything has to have
Let me ask you a question. There was a lot of conspiracy theories around what Puffy was getting prosecuted for and all of these tapes that he had and all of this stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
How come nobody came back and said, you know what, we was off on that?
Because people want to believe the things that, well, I'll say this.
Know what you was about to say at first.
Well,
say your authentic thought.
No,
that's a really bad example.
That people do want to look at him as more of the villain because of, personally, just off the one video that they seen with him and Cassie. I think a lot of people took that, ran with it, and just said, nope, he's guilty of everything. That's, to me, what it felt like.
No. They never filed charges based off of or presented evidence that showcased that he had all of these tapes.
No, that's true. And
so
I think,
why didn't anybody come back and say we were wrong?
Because they wanted to make him the villain.
I don't.
Because a conspiracy theory never dies.
No. There wasn't no conspiracy theory.
Never dies. And the people in the chat, shout out to my chat. We love y'all. We appreciate it. They are validating it. Wait, they validating it by saying, well, it's not over yet. Because it will never be over.
But
no. The conspiracy around Diddy, the actual conspiracy around Diddy was that he was only getting hung up because he went against Diageo. That's the conspiracy.
No,
that's what we were. Yes, absolutely. No.
It's not just one. No, stop.
It's only one. It's only one.
No, it's not.
Now you made a conspiracy.
You was
who
winning.
Made a conspiracy about Diddy?
No. You were winning at first, but you're not no more. And this is why you get yourself in trouble in these conversations. Because if you're going to sit here and be disingenuous and tell me
I'm not being disingenuous.
You said the conspiracy was the whole Diageo thing. I'm saying that there were more than one conspiracy with regard to Diddy. 100%.
What was the
that's why. No.
What was the other conspiracy? So say it. I never heard anything else.
Hold on, because we had conspiracies with regard to all of the famous people that he might have had on tape. We had. What you looking like that for?
He had on tape?
Yeah, yes, the Diddy tapes. Y'all remember that old play?
They took the Diddy tapes. They took them. They raided his house and took the tapes. So
what happened to all of the celebrities that was participating?
Maybe I'm confused.
Wait. So you acting like they didn't go to his house and take the tapes? No, what are we talking about, AD? I'm confused.
We don't know what they took.
The only thing I remember them taking was baby oil and
no. Hold on. We don't know what they took. We don't know if they got tapes, and if they do, what would be on them? Is it any celebrities? Why would Diddy fly to New York? No, because we're gonna put 2 and 2 together. Why would Diddy fly to New York to get arrested? And anticipating you getting arrested. Never mind, bro. I ain't gonna say no more. I ain't gonna go nowhere. This is what I'm saying. It was way more than just one conspiracy. Way more. They were tying different celebrities in. They was saying Diddy and Jay-Z was operating together. I heard from me covering it myself, I had to hear at least 10 different conspiracies.
Well, okay, wait.
It was politicians on the tapes. They thought the nigga was Epstein.
Wait. So now,
no. They was also saying that he was messing with young kids. I remember that conspiracy. They said a bunch of shit about Diddy.
No. So what you're doing now is you're conflating conspiracy theory with rumors. These aren't the same. You're talking about rumors. Those are rumors. The conspiracy was see, and this is why it's a conspiracy with Diageo, because the problem with what you're saying is that he actually, if anything was on those tapes, all of that is speculation. We don't know what was actually on the tapes. That's not a conspiracy, because you can speculate what you think the tapes are on, what you think is going on. You can speculate all that. But the reason why the Diageo thing is a conspiracy is because we can't actually tie that to what he actually got arrested for. And this is what you got to let me land. You got to hear me out. You got to hear me out, because after the Diageo situation, that's when the video with Cassie just appeared up out of nowhere. That's the conspiracy. Nothing else happened after that. You could be like, well, this is a conspiracy. No, that's the conspiracy.
After the lawsuit.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. After the whole Diageo thing is when the tape started happening.
No, so that's the definition of conspiracy compared to an opinion or an assumption. Only because I was when Anton, when you first said conspiracy, there were different conspiracies. I was confused because what I thought a conspiracy was, like what you were saying was true. Like there was people saying a bunch of different stuff, but I took that more as assumptions or, you know what I mean, opinions. I didn't look at that as a conspiracy. So I just had to look up just to make sure I wasn't crazy. I just looked up the definition of a conspiracy theory, and technically what Slimmy is saying, in my opinion, is right about the Diageo part. That was
because you can't actually tie that. You can't actually tie that to what actually took place. You can only assume that because he did this ultimate feat came about, that you could tie it to what happened to him later.
So that's
the conspiracy. Everything else is
applicable for all of the other assumptions and conspiracy theories.
Those aren't conspiracies, because something had already taken place. They had already said that he had thousands of tapes of people who were going to the Diddy parties. We already knew about the Diddy parties. We already knew hella celebrities was there. We can only assume that, and the facts that people thought homosexual shit was going on at the Diddy party. So they thought wild shit happened. So that's not a conspiracy.
Wild shit happened with
Diddy.
Who?
Wait. With Diddy.
It's a lot of shit that they
So when you start going into and you start looking at how Diddy was acting around certain people, especially when you see the Fabulous interview, he like, you ain't party with me yet. And you see Fabulous like, oh, I don't want to party with you. And Diddy like, no, we gonna party. We got to party. He was like, hey, you party with my B-Day. That's not a conspiracy that wild things were happening at these parties. That's not a conspiracy
781 says, why didn't the tapes get released?
They confiscated the tapes. We don't know why the tapes didn't get released. We don't know why the tapes didn't get released. They confiscated them.
That's the end of it, Slimmy?
What do you mean that's the end of it?
If there were tapes and they weren't
y'all got a theory as to what's going on with every single thing, but now all of a sudden, you know what? We don't know why. We just don't know.
No, they confiscated the tapes. Anton, they're protecting people.
Yeah,
why is that not a conspiracy? You just proved my point. You literally just proved my point.
Well, no, that could be.
No. I walked you right into that. That's
right into that. What you said, Anton. You started talking. You started talking about. You started talking about speculations. You started talking about speculations.
No, Slimmy.
I never heard nothing about no kids being on. I never heard nothing about none of that tied to Diddy. I never heard none of that stuff. No, I'm dead serious. I never heard none of that. I never heard nothing about no kids. Okay. All I heard was that it was some wild ass parties and that they were recording them.
Okay. And why didn't they release the tapes? Why didn't they release the tapes?
They confiscated the tapes and they told the world that they confiscated them.
And why didn't they? Well, okay, so why didn't they release them though?
What do you mean? Why didn't they release them? They never were set to release them. It's not like the Epstein files.
No, you said it the first time because they're doing what to people?
They're protecting people.
Okay, that's not a conspiracy.
So if you can believe that, so if you can believe that, why do you?
You said it. Slim.
Oh no! Oh, we done. We done. Oh, we done. We done. We done. We done. We done. No.
Don't do it. No.
I'm not going out.
Don't do that.
I'm not. No. Because you can't use an argument that you don't even have.
Can I finish?
Oh, I know you was talking. Go ahead.
Brittany. Is that the very definition of what I just said?
What? Honestly. In what you just said about tapes, yes, that can be a conspiracy.
I'm sorry, what Slimmy just said.
Protection? People are getting protected because they
people being protected if there were tapes and they were confiscated, and the reason why they weren't released, if the case being that there are people on those tapes that they don't want out, then yes, that could be a conspiracy. Technically,
Thank you.
But not that other stuff you started talking about. All that other stuff everything else you said was speculation, Anton. Everything else you said was speculation, though. No, Anton. Stop with the shenanigans. Stop with the shenanigans, Anton. Stop with the shenanigans. You tried to say no. You got the shenanigans. These are the shenanigans, though. This is what I'm talking about. This is the manipulation that I'm talking about. I didn't say it. What I'm saying is you tried to say that the Diageo thing wasn't a conspiracy.
No, that's not what I said. Slimmy, see, that's how I know that you capping.
What?
There was more than one conspiracy.
No, you said it was a lot, and I said I think okay.
It could be more than one conspiracy. That's what I said. I said there's more than one, and you said no. You said
no. That's not what that's not what I said. I said that's. Anton, that's not what I said. I said what you are talking about right now is more rumor than conspiracy. That's literally what I said.
Slimmy.
I didn't say
there was more than one conspiracy. And I said I could count.
I said
you walked yourself into confirming.
No. I didn't walk myself into anything because I said the things that you were explaining were rumors and not conspiracy.
Oh my!
I said the initial conspiracy. Is that not what I said? Is that not what I said? The initial conspiracy.
No, Slim, you said the conspiracy. I said no, it's more than one. You said no, it's not. No, it's not. Well, and then that's when we start going down the path. That's what happened.
So you both are right. Cool.
No, I'm right.
Cool.
I'm right.
Well, you both were right because Slimmy brought up the Diageo thing. You brought up the tapes. You both were right.
We never disagree. You know how I know that Slimmy is capping right now? Because we never disagreed that Diageo was a factor as far as what was affecting Diddy. We said it. We argued this on previous shows. We confirmed it. I said it.
That's why I didn't understand why you were saying that now. That's why I didn't understand it now.
I said it on the Millionaire Morning Show.
Facts.
I believe that is but I said that there's more than one. That's what I said. I said there's more than one conspiracy theory surrounding Diddy. You confirmed it and you walked yourself right into it.
What? No, wait. I said what you were saying now sounds more like rumor than conspiracy.
Come on, Slim, man. You cheating.
I didn't preface it with that.
Okay.
Right. You don't remember me saying that?
Slimmy, you cheating.
How am I cheating? I don't care about being right or wrong. But I literally,
and you said the conspiracy was the Diageo.
I don't recall me saying it's only one conspiracy. I don't think it was no whole bunch of them. I said I think what you're saying right now is more rumors than conspiracy. I remember saying that.
I don't even know if I can back up far enough to get this shit up here.
Oh, it was only like 10 minutes ago.
You brought up different things, so I guess to be fair, I think Anton, you brought up different things, and yes, the case was a conspiracy, but you brought up other factors, and I think that could have been what somebody was like kind of more so pinpointing.
Y'all not gonna wiggle y'all way out of this one.
I don't think it's a wiggle. I just think that
he running it back. He running it back.
I think you're both right to some degree, but I don't think it's that serious. I don't think it's as serious.
Yeah, he go. Now I know he going back because he on mute. I say, why ain't nobody else talking? Why is it only 3 people talking? Huh? Oh, you went back way too far.
We gonna put 2 and 2 together. Why would Diddy fly to New York to get arrested? And anticipating you getting arrested. Never mind, bro. I ain't gonna say no more. I ain't gonna go nowhere. This is what I'm saying. It was way more than just one conspiracy. Way more. They were tying different celebrities in. They were saying Diddy and Jay-Z was operating together. I heard from me covering it myself, I had to hear at least 10 different conspiracies.
Well, okay, wait.
It was politicians on the tapes. They thought the nigga was Epstein.
Wait. So now,
no. They was also saying that he was messing with young kids. I remember that conspiracy. They said a bunch of shit about Diddy.
No. So what you're doing now is you're conflating conspiracy theory with rumors. These aren't the same. You're talking about rumors. Those are rumors. The conspiracy was see, and this is why it's a conspiracy with Diageo, because the problem with what you're saying is that he actually, if anything was on those tapes, all of that is speculation. We don't know what was actually on the tapes. That's not a conspiracy, because you can speculate what you think the tapes are on, what you think is going on. You can speculate all that. But the reason why the Diageo thing is a conspiracy is because we can't actually tie that to what he actually got arrested for. And this is what you got to let me land.
Winning at first, but you're not no more. And this is why you get yourself in trouble. And they validating it by saying, well, it's not over yet. Because it will never be over.
But
the conspiracy around Diddy, the actual conspiracy around Diddy was that he was only getting hung up because he went against Diageo. That's the conspiracy.
No.
That's what we were. Yes, absolutely. No.
It's not just one. No, stop.
It's only one. It's only one. Keep playing. You on mute. You on mute.
Slimmy, did you say it was only one?
Okay. So I got that wrong.
So
but I don't, all that other stuff, I don't agree is conspiracy. Like all that stuff, you was talking about rumors. You was talking about, how's you right? How's you right? Wait. Hold on, wait. You gotta be in the middle. You gotta be in the middle, AD. Oh, never mind.
I want to be about Molly.
Huh?
Thank you.
Go ahead, Sonny. You get the last word.
Shit, I forgot what I was gonna say. Damn, man.
Let me read some of the super chats.
Super chats. It'll come back to me.
You can just say, Anton, you was right about the whole thing.
Oh, hell no. What the fuck?
That'll suffice.
Yo, you were right about the conspiracy being the tapes the tapes hiding protecting people. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. I'll give you that.
Brittany told me that.
Huh?
Our Space Lee says Slimmy, Anton, and Miss Sanchez. Steven Seagal Foreigner versus Jackie Chan Foreigner. Which is better? I don't even know what that
Never
is.
seen them.
I never saw I definitely ain't seen Jackie Chan in no Foreigner movie. Oh, and Steven Seagal, like if it ain't like 90s, if it's like some 2000 like 15 Steven Seagal, I never saw it. I ain't gonna cap. I never saw that joint.
He's a great actor.
Me University says, I wonder why Jesse ain't catch him before the body dropped. Would he give me the answer? Probably not, says the game. I don't remember that song. MK says, I watched Interstellar again yesterday, and I'm still mad at you, Miss Sanchez, for rating it a 5 out of 10. I'll never forgive you.
Don't be mad at me. Look, they got me back
ready
Sunday.
no 5?
What did I rate it?
I thought you rated it a 6.
You might have did it.
You gave Interstellar a 5?
I don't. First of all, put your glasses back on. I don't remember what I did. I just know it was terrible. I'm never even watching it again. So
see? Don't worry, I'll put my Slimmy shades on too on this.
Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Oh, those smooth. Oh, those smooth.
How funny.
These my Molly shades right here.
No, you got to get some goggles.
Get
goggles.
No, these my Molly shades. You like the gold on the side.
I got the goggles on the other side. Super real.
With the bees on it. See the bee on it.
Hey, that joint's hard.
Yeah, it's got it all across the top too. The whole 9 yards. All on the bottom.
Easter's coming up, Anton. You can put that in my Easter basket. I like a pair of those.
Oh, you know, you can use these as safety goggles in the plant. Because as long as they got this thing on
the side. That thing on the side, yeah.
Yeah, you can use safety
but
goggles.
I don't think you would do that. Them must get too filthy in that plant. You would be fly as fuck.
Jesse Jackson bought me some fried chicken once, says Jelani.
Bro.
BMRK says, Brittany, the point is you mother effers are dumb. Chase 40 says, we really surprised, comes out of the Jew playbook. TS Car Wash and Detail Service says, Kerry coming back, AD. Eric TV says, where's my chocolate drop Lex at? Y'all niggas is a mess. You never know who's going to be here on the show. Tune in next time to Dragon Ball Z.
That's a lie.
Dragon Ball Z is crazy. Yeah, that's you shouldn't don't read that. That's actually the term. That's the term that he used right there.
Oh, is it? I ain't never heard of it.
Yeah.
TS Car Wash and Detail Service says, Slim thoughts on what Harper said about Brian.
What you gonna have to tell me what he said? I ain't hear what he said.
He had his 2 sons, you know, Ron Harper's kids in the NBA. He was like, I didn't have to force my kids to do something like that.
Ooh.
Yeah, he said something like that.
Wow. Ron Harper could talk. He was that dude, though.
TS Car Wash and Detail Service says, Slim, is you going to Cole's show when he go out on tour?
If he do, I will. I'll go to that.
He's
I'll go
coming here.
Cole.
He's coming here. I just saw it.
I definitely wouldn't go there.
Kais. He said I was talking about the hoes specifically.
Oh man,
Kais, I have no idea.
You wilding, Kais. You gotta chill.
Kais is a wild boy. I don't know what he's talking about.
Wilding.
TS Car Wash and Detail Service says, Slim and AD, did y'all see the full video of MJ? I'm about to show it on this part, this next one. Free Tory says, Eric TV.
Yeah, I didn't know what was going on.
Wash and Detail Services panel. Did y'all watch Cat Special? I didn't. Did y'all see it?
I did.
No, I saw it was posted.
I didn't laugh one time.
I watched it.
Should we do that as a part of the review?
We can.
It wasn't funny. You won't laugh.
It wasn't.
What you gonna take off? You gonna take off a movie?
Maybe we do 2 olds and one new.
But we was doing Leonardo DiCaprio.
We do Leo.
You want to do, and then you want to do like the next week? Yeah, next week. Okay. Oh, that'd be dope.
I don't know.
We could do comedy specials.
Yeah, we could do comedy.
That'd be fire. The next week we could do.
Yeah, we could do comedy special.
Oh yeah, that'd be fire.
Panel, did y'all watch Cat? Says TS. Chase 40 says I respect Anton, but he's the black version of Alan Dershowitz. Who's Alan Dershowitz?
Who's that?
Let's find out.
Who's that?
Sounds like a fat dude that wears glasses.
Dershowitz. Alan Dershowitz.
That white dude there.
He's a lawyer.
Red hair.
Nah, he's
Is he a celebrity lawyer?
It's two different Alan Dershowitzes. Oh no, he's an older, old white man.
I think he's an attorney.
You said he's a lawyer for Jeffrey Epstein?
I remember certainly when I was what do you make? Evolution starts with something.
He was Jeffrey Epstein's lawyer? Interesting. I don't know what his theories are. I don't know what his perspectives are, but I would love to know. Some people say I should have been a lawyer. Thoughts on Uncle Luke running for Congress? I'm not even going to entertain that shit. BMRK says the fact that so many people can't tell obvious satire is a big issue for the future of humanity. It's kind of embarrassing. Equalizer says facts AD scholars try and debunk their work. They know. Think First says Slimmy and Molly are the smartest on the panel. TS Car Watching Detail Service says Slim just likes to argue. Smooth Artist says Illuminati cloned Antoine. This is NPC we're witnessing. I'm glad they kept my big dick. What
did I miss?
I'm glad that they kept all of my parts in the correct sizes. Daniel says Cat Williams say JFK Pure was actually the driver. I don't know what a pure is. Yeah, y'all ain't that dope? Slimmy didn't leave this time. That means that we normalizing. Chase 40 says do a poll on who won the debate, Anton versus Slimmy. Anton 3, Slimmy 1. Cali Mike says you're not always right, Anton. Cali Mike, you got to get a different phrase. You can't say that every show. Kai says, hey, Miss Sanchez.
Hey.
Yes, Car Watching Detail Service says slim down bad with this one. He getting cooked. Break Comedy says, Slimmy, every conspiracy is a rumor, but not every rumor is a conspiracy. You're wrong this time, my guy. TS Car Watching Detail Service says, Slim, it's okay to be wrong, big dog. Mimi, what up, Mimi? Says Slimmy looking like me a Hype Williams video. Yeah, Hype Williams videos used to be like $2 million sometimes. TS Car Watching Detail Service says, okay, I got that wrong, no accountability. Mimi says, Slimmy looking like a Hype Williams music video. I hate YouTube's chat. Oh, she talking about when you had the green and stuff on, Slim. Daniel says Sanchez Water Planet Wave scene is a 10 by 10 by itself.
I don't even remember that part, so.
Oh my God, Miss Sanchez. Carrie went upstairs and never came back down like Judy Winslow. We want Carrie back, says Mr. Guap. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the people finding their favorites. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. I'm going to take off my shades in a minute. But for right now, we got my shades on. I'm the only person that got glasses up on the panel. So, and y'all can see the reflection of what I see in my glasses.
I don't own a pair of glasses.
You don't?
No.
Women love glasses.
Fuck women.
That's the point.
That fuck women and what they like.
That's the point.
All right, so there's a video going viral really quickly. I'm pretty sure we're not gonna spend a whole lot of time on this one. Of Michael Jordan getting ice from under a kid's shirt or trying to get the ice from under the kid. This is a video of it. I don't know if y'all be able to see.
Has quickly turned into an online controversy after 23XI Racing secured a major victory at the Daytona 500. Co-owner Michael Jordan joined driver Tyler Reddick and his family in the winner's circle. But a short broadcast clip from the celebration is now going viral for a different reason. The footage shows Jordan interacting with Reddick's young son, Bo, appearing to grab or pinch the child around the lower back during the excitement. Some viewers quickly labeled the moment inappropriate, arguing that a public figure should be more cautious during a televised celebration. Others say the backlash is being blown out of proportion, noting that Jordan clearly knows the family and that the clip may look worse when isolated and replayed online.
All right, so do y'all think that people are overreacting for Michael Jordan interacting with the young boy? A lot of people are saying that he was just trying to get ice out of his bag, all of this stuff. Is the internet blowing this out of proportion, or are they accurate in their assessment that it was inappropriate?
I think so. I think they're blowing it out of proportion, but it's not the time right now for him to be touching on anybody's kids that's not his own. So if he saw the ice, maybe he should have went to the mom and said something. It did look like he was just being very playful. But again, with all the stuff that's been going on with people's children and getting touched and all this, I don't think it was the time. And even when on that video where he was holding the little boy and then the mom kind of hurry up, and it sounded to me like she was like, give me my, give him here, give him back. Like she didn't even want him holding him. So to me, I feel like they could be blowing this out of proportion, but again, keep your hands out people's kids, especially if you don't know them like that. And even if you still know them like that, keep your hands out people's kids.
He was digging in his little butt, and I didn't like the way it looked. So whether it was ice or not, he was. It was ice, but the way he did it, he wasn't.
I didn't see him touch his butt.
That was his. Wasn't that not his butt?
No, hell no.
It looked like he was grabbing on the bottom of his shirt.
He had ice in his shirt, so he was pulling it. He was trying to get the ice to come down. That's why he started tapping the back of his leg.
I seen the leg, but it looked like he was. From the first video that I seen, it looked like that's what he was doing. So I'm not saying that he was. I'm saying the way that it looked, and clearly a lot of people thought it looked bad when he did it. So if it was just his shirt, I don't think people would be in an uproar about him trying to shake some ice out of his shirt. The way it looked like he was touching his butt. I'm not saying he was. I'm saying that that's what it looked like. So the fact that it looked that way is why people had something to say about it in the first place. And then later on, it kind of came out that he was getting ice. That wasn't the first thing people noticed, is that there was ice in that little boy's shirt. That's not what people noticed at first. So,
well, the thing is, like, I'm not from racing culture, so I won't even act like I know what goes on. So why he had ice in his shirt, like, and it was just there lingering, I can't explain that. But so on for obviously. But I'm saying I don't know how the ice got in his shirt. Like if it's why ice pack would be in his shirt. But
ice or something like that, maybe, because I know they do that in some sports. Like they'll dump the ice on people. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I don't know if they. I thought they did something different in car racing. I thought they had champagne. I can't remember, man. Either way, I know they hold up a big big cup when they win, a goblet or whatever, a giant goblet or whatever. But on the first look, you think like, well, what the fuck is he doing? And then you see like he's trying to pull something out of his shirt. Mm-hmm. So then it's just like, but I think the overall problem is shit, man. We just had the motherfucking Epstein files, all that shit with them kids, man. Like folks is gonna be extra sensitive about shit like that. And it's Michael Jordan, so you know they definitely gonna be on his ass. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, he probably should have just I can't really say he should have waited. Like I don't know that culture. I don't know racing culture. If like this happens all the time, Quentin might know more. I wouldn't have did that shit, honestly. I wouldn't have did that. Like I would have pulled the shirt from the top and like I don't know. I'm just
So what did it look like to you that he was grabbing when he first did it? Like what did it look? And I didn't misspeak. I didn't mean to say he was touching. Let me rephrase because
I was trying to figure out why he was trying to grab so low at his shirt. It looked like he's grabbing his shirt. So it looks like he's grabbing his shirt, but I'm trying to figure. I'm like, why the fuck is he grabbing so low?
Yeah, that's what I saw. It looked like it was balled up.
Yeah, so I'm just like, why is
balled up a little bit.
So I'm just like, why is he grabbing so low at his shirt? But so I knew already, like, it's gonna get blown out of proportion because it's Michael Jordan. You know what I'm saying? Like, if LeBron did that shit, it would get blown out of proportion. If Trump did that shit, any type of well-known person would have did that, it's gonna get blown out of proportion. It's gonna get blown out of proportion, straight up.
Because of what's going on right now, it didn't look good. Like at first, it didn't look good. And I think when they came back and explained it, then it was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. Especially when he did go lower to his leg, it was like, oh, okay, maybe the ice was falling, from his shirt. But at first, it just didn't look like.
But even if it was ice, that little boy was old enough to reach back and get that ice out himself. So
I don't know. I don't know if he could. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't understand why none of that shit took place. I'm not gonna act like I understand. But we just know we in the time where cameras is always rolling. Man, stay away from people's kids. I don't know, man. That shit was weird as fuck. That's what I will say.
At least the little boy didn't seem like it was.
He seemed regular. He seemed normal. He seemed like it. Like that shit happened before. Because he didn't turn around. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Like, because he knew, he was cognizant of what was going on. So that's why I couldn't really. I couldn't really trip on it because it's just like, well, why that's happening, but it definitely looked weird. It looked weird. Like, and then like nobody else is like, it's just like it's just a strange scenario. Like it's strange, but it is what it is.
To me, it just looked like he was helping him. I don't know. He probably, don't leave people kids alone, I guess, because of the optics behind it all. But it seemed like he was just pulling his shirt out because he had some ice down his shirt. Like, first off, who's talking about this? Because this is my first time hearing about it. Are we making up stuff to talk about? Because
they told me about it in my chat this morning. So
did we know that?
I think we need to be talking about our president. We need to talk about our president, not Michael Jordan. I'm sorry.
It started going crazy.
If we're worrying about pedophiles, we need to be talking about our head honcho right now. Not Michael Jordan. That's what I feel like. I feel like it's another distraction from what we need to be talking about. It didn't look like he touched his buns. It looked like he was trying to help him with some. If it was some ice, it looked like he was trying to pull something out of his shirt and probably like wipe it off of part of his leg. But people be touching.
Do we know it was ice at first? Like from the first, because maybe the first video that I seen, I didn't hear anything. I just seen a video, and the video that I seen, it had a title like making it seem like he was doing something inappropriate. So I didn't pay that much attention to it. I just seen it and just moved on. Because I was like, okay, that's video. See, but that's what I'm saying. So everyone's saying,
what are they distracting us from? Because this should not be news. I'm sorry, it shouldn't be.
No, it shouldn't. I agree. It was kind of silly, but
we see videos of these people in positions of power actually abusing kids, and we're sitting here speculating, did he touch a boy's butt? Meanwhile, it's really people out here playing around with kids' butt. So I don't feel like Michael Jordan is who we need to be talking about. Just as a society on the internet, we need to be talking about the predators running the show, who we give our money to. Not him. I don't. That's just how I feel. I feel like the internet is just we got bigger fish to fry here. They're cannibal, pervert, pedophile, rapists, murderers, and we worried about Michael Jordan. Meanwhile,
I agree.
Our head honcho is protecting real life predators, protecting them. they're his handlers. They're Secretary of Commerce. Like, I'm sorry, Quentin.
No, you're good. I agree with Molly. I don't think there's anything to see here. I think it's been overblown. I think to say a man should have done something different in a situation, like all these thoughts that y'all say he should have thought before he did it is ridiculous. Like, who does that in real life? Like, I see somebody on the kid, I'm taking off. Like, oh my God, what are people gonna think? Should I do it or not? Like, what the fuck does that mean? Like, that's not real life. But I think it was just hey, he's a good dude trying to make a kid more comfortable and not have something cold down his back. And I just think it's something as simple as that. Like, to look into it any further, y'all blowing it up just like y'all saying everybody else is.
So the first video you seen that it was ice, or did you hear that later?
I saw him pulling at something and I left it. I saw him pulling at something at the back of his kid's shirt and I left it at that.
That's what I'm saying.
And it did look wet, so it's
I'm
plausible to
confused.
think it was ice.
I have no reason to think. I have no reason to think what you're thinking.
It's not even what I'm thinking. It's what it looked like. Regardless of the fact, like I said,
No.
I only seen one clip. I didn't even see anything about ice because I wasn't looking for that. I seen one video and people were saying that he looked like he was doing something inappropriate. I seen it and I was like, what the heck? And then I just moved on. Like, I didn't follow up.
Michael Jordan has 64 years of being a normal man and not doing anything like this.
I mean,
so
I don't know him personally. I don't know what's normal.
When I saw the caption before I saw anything, I didn't even think anything of it. Y'all want some reason to be mad at somebody, and it's crazy.
Who is y'all? I was just asking if y'all seen the ice. Where, like, when did that occur? Like, was there more than one?
Why does it matter?
I was about to say, I don't think we care.
Why are we going into it that much?
They're making us care about something
that we don't care about. Like,
I just thought it was the topic. My bad. I thought it was.
No, it is the topic, and that's
So
unfortunate because out of everything that I guess society could be worried about, they're worried about that little viral bit.
I just tend not to care as much about stuff. I don't go as deep into things. I don't have to. I got my own little petty little life to worry about. Worry about conspiracy theories and eyes and Michael Jordan being other than the GOAT. I'm not that kind of person. I'm out the way. It's just peaceful over here, not thinking about all that extra shit. And I'll land my plane.
I feel like if it was something more, the parents would have said something by now. People just got their phones and record shit and then it goes viral. And that's just what it is. It's the new way of life.
Well, you said that since it was somebody else's kid, he shouldn't have done it. So,
right, I'm just saying, if that was my kid, if she got some ice or he got some ice, just tell me. You don't have to, touch on my child, tickle them, do whatever you got to do. Like, that's just what it is. I'm not even about to put myself in that position for somebody to be like, oh my God, her finger slipped under his shirt, or absolutely not.
If Michael Jordan did that to my kid, I'd fucking take a picture and say, oh my God, Michael Jordan helped my kid out in 2026 and sell it in 10 years.
Y'all would be tripping on Jordan like that?
It's crazy.
Just because he's a celebrity don't mean nothing.
I'm saying it's MJ. MJ ain't never been accused of nothing.
He's never accused of shit. Even a Jason accused. Only thing MJ been accused of is being mean to his teammates. That's it.
Yeah. All I'm saying is to keep his squeaky clean record, just as he see now, just don't touch nobody else's kid. That's all I'm saying. Not like he was trying. Like I said in the beginning, I don't believe that he was trying to do anything.
What if the kid was dying? What if the kid was dying? Don't touch him because it's somebody else's kid.
Like I said, I don't think he was doing anything wrong or anything, but I'm just saying that he's under fire now because of what people are saying. Like, just to keep it off of him.
Jordan don't care. Jordan don't care. That nigga don't even see this shit.
I don't even think it's that he don't care. He's just older. I don't think he's really that hip to like how people are recording every little thing and how something can be misconstrued. I don't think he's paying attention to it.
Why should he?
you're missing my point. I didn't say he should. I'm actually
No, I'm
agreeing.
just like what I said. Like this nigga just pulled in his garage, nigga backwards. Nigga looked at his
I
backup
don't think he
camera. Nigga
should.
got some. That nigga got Oreo cookies and milk, nigga, and he don't give two shits about what we talking about.
But it's a topic, so we're talking about it. We can move on.
I like her. She's feisty.
No, I'm just. I mean, am I crazy?
No. This is the place to be feisty.
It doesn't mean we have to care. It's just that we're chiming in on the topic. That's what I'm doing. I didn't know that it's a. I could care less. It ain't my kid. I mean, genuinely, I don't care. But to Molly's point,
That's a better answer. That's a better answer.
People are, but I also want to engage in the topic anyway. I do still feel as
Making
though
up shit.
when you said that there are bigger fish to fry, and I do feel like there are a lot of people on social media that were more in an uproar about the whole Michael Jordan thing, but they weren't really tripping about these files. And then when Bad Bunny performed, they was hooting and hollering about that. You know what I'm saying? So there are bigger fish to fry, but people don't genuinely care. To Quentin's point, people don't really care. I don't think people care that much about anything. Them files, they don't care about these files. They don't care about these pedos. They don't care about none of that. Like, people fake care about stuff.
Shout out to all the people who was hating on Bad Bunny while flying to Mexico and the Dominican Republic and hanging out with all the Hispanics and Latina people. Shout out to y'all hypocrites.
I don't think that it was a big deal either. I think that people are making more of it than it really is. And him trying to get something out of a kid's shirt. Like, come on, fam. Like,
fucking insane.
It's not even like it's a little girl shirt. Like, you're trying to get it out of the boy shirt. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, that don't mean nothing nowadays. They touch on boys too.
Not in the public in front of, like, you know, this is not one of them situations. It's not like he got caught in a room on a secret camera. They at the NASCAR celebration and he getting something out the back of his shirt.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know.
It was probably empty, but like I said, social media is going to blow it up to make it more.
And whenever I decide to retire, I'm getting off social media completely. I'm getting off social media. When I retire, I'm done. Like, I'm getting rid of Instagram, TikTok.
I wish it would all just disappear, to be honest. We would all
I need that. We got to get that money, but outside of that, fuck this shit. Man. It's crazy. I can't do what? I can't get off social media? You crazy, nigga. I give a fuck about on social media, bro. If it ain't no about no money, I don't give a fuck about this shit.
Facts.
Real talk. Let me see. What else we talking about? All right. Go ahead and read some of these super chats, and we're gonna get into something a little more spicy. Not relationship wise, but just we'll get to that maybe later. Messi, what up, Messi? Says there's a really good movie based on Alan Dershowitz called Reversal of Fortune. Context comparing you to him and it isn't exactly a compliment. You dissing me, Q? Who dissed me? Somebody dissed me.
You said what?
Oh, I don't like that shit. Daddy and the Caddy says Sanchez is a check, hands off other
correct
kids, be smart. MK says the moment I saw it, I said we might need more context. And to Ms. Sanchez's point, if it was a girl, he was gonna let the mother do that. TS Car Washing Detail Service says the internet definitely blew this up. Nasty Stew says the kid got sprayed with beer and champagne, which he shouldn't have been on the podium. Shout out to Nasty Stew. We appreciate you, big dog. Thank you, my friend. Foo Banana Nut says Mr. Anton Curl Popper is a small hat. Ask yourself what happened in 1945 and 1863. Please, Slimmy was right. You be playing Slim Dog. I don't be playing Slimmy. Teddy West Russell said, what up, though? We appreciate you, Teddy. King Tony says it looked weird to black people.
It looked weird to our people.
I'm guessing he's saying it looked weird to our black people. Maybe.
Just read how it is. Don't get confused.
What up? The Mikey Mike show says MJ is not in the Epstein file, so they can put that video incident to sleep, bro. Ocho5. What up? Ocho says I'm still buying Unks J's. Daniel says Jordan, Jesse Jackson, B-ball, no creep, leave him be. Shout out to Daniel. MK says I hate what the world has become. We can't help kids anymore. It's crazy. Daniel says Jordan got 6 championship rings and 0 creeps. Good man.
Facts. You can't perform CPR on a kid. Let him die. Somebody else say you're trying to kiss him.
Jesus Lord have mercy.
You can't touch nobody else's kids. Let them die.
All right, I'm gonna play a little bit of this video that I reviewed earlier on my show, but I wanted to get y'all perspective on it. This is Torre saying black ICE agents, white people have permission to call black ICE agents the N-word. Want to get y'all thoughts on this.
99.9% of the time, it is wrong for a white person to call a black person the N-word, but we may have found the exception. In Minneapolis recently, a white anti-ICE protester was in a group of anti-ICE protesters yelling at a black ICE Gestapo agent. An unidentified white male called the black ICE agent a house N-word who's working for the KKK. That's right, we have a white man calling a black man the N-word. But this is a little bit different. White on black usage of the N-word is a very serious issue. But this is a curveball example. Is it wrong for a white person to call a black ICE officer a house N-word?
No.
Let's explore. The white man who used the N-word in this situation was being historically precise. This black ICE agent, he is being a house N-word to the utmost degree. A black man in ICE is a modern house slave. He's a barely paid mule for white supremacy. The KKK were domestic terrorists. ICE is domestic terrorism. I think this is a valid usage of the N-word. He's not attacking his blackness per se. He's attacking his bootlicking choice to be in ICE while being a black man. Being black in ICE makes you a house N-word. So to call you that, it's almost like a professor pointing out, oh look, there's a modern house N-word. I think this usage is valid and acceptable. If it had just been the N-word, that would be problematic. But when he adds the house N-word, he's being historically realistic. So yes, it is okay to call black ICE agents house N-words.
Silence that man by firing squad.
I think you should probably, I think it's okay. You can call anybody anything you want, but I think specifically you should probably be careful what you call black people because they like to be offended by words. They're perpetually victims. So you probably shouldn't because the N-words will probably do something outlandish because of word you said to them. So you probably shouldn't do that. Just for safety, just for safety purposes. I don't let strangers offend me. I don't get disrespected by people I don't care about. So words don't really hurt me.
You fired a whole man for calling
sticks and stones may break niggas content. Shut the fuck up. Sticks and stones may break my Erica. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
You on mute, Anton.
Quentin, you are so wrong.
I agree.
Come on, man. You can't do that, bro. You got it. Come on. That's unwarranted.
I agree.
That's not
call on them.
No. That's not being accountable by admitting that you're wrong.
What do you mean? Yes, it is. It's the definition of accountable.
It's not, bro. It's not, bro. That's not right. We got to work together.
I agree.
We got to work.
I agree.
No, one phone call and I can be gone.
You gotta come on, man.
I don't know what I don't know what else I should. I agree with you.
You should apologize.
It's not. I don't mean it, so I don't want to do it because I don't mean it.
Ms. Sanchez, can you please just give grace so that we can continue on with the show?
I gave grace. Otherwise, it would have went left. But anyway, I don't feel like anybody should have been called out of their name. They know what the word was used for. Like, he was trying to be disrespectful in that manner. So we're not out here calling people crackers and all this stuff. So why do, when it comes to us, those words have to be thrown out? I don't get it. He was out there doing his job. That's what he's paid to do.
It seems like pro-black people hate black people the most, because if you're pro-black, wouldn't you be defending that black man being called a house N-word by a white person? Like that, it confuses me. Like, I never understand where pro-black people come from, because it seems like they have so much hatred toward other black people, especially if they don't share their ideology. So it's weird to me. And then not only that, there are more ICE agents that are like Hispanic than there are black. So what would you consider them? Because if anybody was to be betraying anybody, it would be the Hispanic ICE agents.
Right. I agree, Molly. They getting
to be fair, they're against them too.
Who is?
I don't know if they calling them. It's a lot of commentary online about how can you be Mexican or Hispanic and be an ICE agent or Asian. They've been kind of going after. They've never said nothing like this. Like, they've never called them out of their name, but they do have that conversation. Like,
but leave it up to a black person.
People send me
to sit there and defend it.
They call Latinas names for sure that are ICE agents. I lived in Phoenix, like majority growing up out there, and there were a lot of Spanish ICE agents, especially towards the border, and they got called all type of names. But personally, I feel like I think you can call anybody what you want to call them. I'm very much like, you can call people whatever you want to call them, but you might have to suffer some consequences. Like, you can say what you want to say. Do I think it's necessary? No, but I think the dude speaking just sounded, he was trying to sound smart. He just sounded a little goofy to me. But I do think you can say what you want to say. Words don't hurt me. Honestly, I agree with Quentin. Words are so just like, they just fly over my head. I don't really care about what people say about me or to me. It literally is funny to me. But I agree that you can definitely say what you want to say to people, just might have to suffer some consequences when you say it.
You don't think that words, you said words don't bother you? They don't hurt you?
No, not at all. I've heard a little bit of everything. I've always kind of been like that. Like,
I don't know if you've been on the internet long enough to experience that.
Oh, I don't even pay attention to the internet. That's that doesn't matter. I've heard some really evil stuff.
Oh,
like,
you in for some changes.
I've heard that before too.
Oh, they gonna break you in.
I feel like what's
that motherfucking shot. They gonna break you in. You got. I got a lot going on up here too. You got a lot going on up here too. They gonna be on your ass.
I'm the first one to say I have a big forehead. Do you think that? You don't think I heard that my whole life? I've heard that.
I know you have.
The first person when I was 5 years old to tell me I had a big forehead.
You don't really understand.
I know you have, but what I'm saying is,
it don't stop no show. It ain't never stop no show. I don't care about that.
Listen, just stick around long enough.
You gonna see.
But what I'm saying is, I've heard, like, growing up my whole life, like,
why do y'all want her to be a victim so bad?
Yeah,
trust me.
No, we don't want to. It's not about her being a victim.
It's about her caring about
hazing. This is a hazing process.
I genuinely.
It's a hazing process. You got to get
jumped in.
Before they even get to the comments or any of that shit, first they got to pass the Q test. Nigga, what you talking about?
I was about to say, it's usually this nigga. It's usually
No,
this motherfucker.
no.
But because you his friend, he gave you a pass. He giving you a pass because you his friend.
I
don't.
Hey, listen.
I seen it. I don't throw the word friend around like that. I don't throw the word friend around like y'all do.
I just don't.
But yes, I respect Brittany and I respect her dude, and I would never do that to her.
I know you won't. So it ain't gonna be you.
You would never do what to her?
Meanest stuff, literally.
I would never tell her to shut the fuck up or call her out her name.
You said. Never mind.
Where'd you go? What the fuck?
You said that about somebody and you just did it. You just did it. I mean, you said you would never do that about. You said you would never do that. You just did it.
I said to Brittany. I said I would never do it to Brittany.
No, we could go back 4 or 5 months.
Yeah.
You said,
yes. I'm scared of Brittany. I'm scared of Brittany and Brittany's forehead. Correct. Love Brittany.
Pardon me.
Nonetheless, words don't hurt me. Like
said you would never do that to Molly. Said you. This is a chain of events that is eventually going to take place.
It's a bad history in the Slimmy. I have a bad history down on Slimmy. Do I have a history of Slimmy?
Yes. Yes.
History is not a liar. Gotcha. Understood.
But to be fair,
no. This is recent history. This is a school book history. You can't compare the two.
Like,
this is your history. You know, we're not talking about school books. We talking about Quentin. Quinton. Yeah, this is what you do.
Appreciate you saying my name correctly. That's respect.
So just hopefully it never takes place, and you can issue an apology to the one you just. No. Eventually, yes, yes. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, but just don't do Brittany like that.
Definitely not. May catch a stray.
Wait on it. Wait on it.
Y'all remember? Y'all mark this day, February 18th, 2026.
And I'm taking the under, nigga.
Man,
what are you taking the under? What?
Taking the under.
It's gonna happen.
Who if I'm to anybody want to bet?
I think Brittany is an amazing reflection of her dude, and I respect her a lot.
I'm taking the under.
Thanks.
We gonna see. Nigga, we gonna see.
If you want to bet against it, then I'm taking the under. Nigga.
What they talking about in that chat?
All bets
are off.
Actually the bare minimum of stuff people have said. Like I said, my best friend calls me like hammerhead. Like those are like inside jokes. Those
Jesus. Oh god damn.
Oh, like I
fucking these enemies when you have friends that call you hammerhead.
Hammerhead, forehead. Like I've heard that my whole life. Them things don't faze me. Like what it has never stopped the show, so it doesn't matter to me. Like that's
Brittany.
That is bare minimum.
I think you think you know the internet.
I don't care. No. I don't care. I promise you, I don't care.
That's the caring is the part.
I heard that
even Molly feels the same way. Molly don't let this shit affect her at all. That shit, like Molly be like.
Listen,
yeah, like
and even Molly had some moments where she spazzed out on the chat.
I've seen it, heard it.
Nobody has been exempt from spazzing out on the chat. Nobody, because them motherfuckers is gonna push you to your limit. They're going to push you to your limit. Like I'm not gonna pay the chat no attention. I'm never gonna talk to the chat. I'm never gonna say anything to the chat. You motherfucker, what the fuck you think you typing about me? Like it's gonna happen.
Are we supposed to read it? Like, are we supposed to be looking at the chat?
No, don't read the chat unless you can handle it. don't read the chat.
I don't even look at it, so that's why I'm like,
let her
don't
experience it for herself. I will tell you that I've heard this shit.
So if I don't,
probably
if
47 times, 47 times, and I have yet to see the chat get defeated under any circumstances.
Can we have like a counter? How long is it going to take her to cuss a nigga? I've never heard Brittany cuss in my life.
I don't.
And she talk a shit ton.
You don't cuss?
Nope.
I don't care.
Nah, nigga, I've never heard her cuss.
You don't cuss, Brittany?
She talks more than. She talks more than anybody I know in my life. I can't even get a word in talking to this woman.
You never heard me cussing.
You ain't never cussed?
I've never cussed on here ever. I've only been
Really?
on video. No.
Shout out to G.
I thought you were saying some cuss words.
No.
Shit.
She ain't went viral or nothing yet, so she like.
Cuss.
Oh yeah, they about to come for you. They about to come for you. Please believe that.
I've heard this, Slimmy. I have heard this 1,000 times, bro.
But I'm not saying people won't.
believe
That's
it.
the difference. Like, I don't let things like that. I don't know. Maybe I'm weird. I just don't care. Like, I genuinely don't.
I can tell by your earrings.
I have a tattoo on my wrist that says major over minor. Like, focus on the major things. I don't care. Like, I'm not just saying it to say it. I get it. Like, I don't expect you to believe me, but I promise you I don't care. I just don't. Like,
we gonna see.
At all. Moving on.
That's Aubrey. That's Aubrey Graham. What I will say about this food Torre, man, like I ain't never heard somebody try and get super philosophical about explaining why you should call someone out their name. Like this shit was like embarrassing, man. Like, dog, you can't justify someone using a racial slur in no way, shape, form, or fashion. I don't give a fuck what it is. Like you can never justify that shit. They said it, they meant it, they got to deal with the results. That's
you
all
sounded
it is.
like Keith Lee on that part.
Huh?
When you said they said it, they meant it, you sounded like Keith Lee.
Oh shit, my bad.
No, I was just
yeah, but no, they gotta live with the results of what they say, but you can't justify what they saying because it's an ICE agent and they're black. Like what? Black people, they're not supposed to be a part of the government? Like, I don't understand. Like you gonna take a job that pay you for what your expertise is. If your expertise is moving people out and using big guns to do it, hey, you're supposed to try and get the job. I don't understand. Like, I think the problem is that when we have strong feelings towards a group or certain parts of what is being done by the government, we can lose our way on what's really right and what's really wrong. And there's nothing right about what dude said. I don't give a fuck. There's no way you could justify saying that somebody is a house nigga because they're just an ICE agent. That, I don't know, man. This shit is kind of weird.
I get the sentiment behind it.
Nah, I don't. No, I don't. Because then, I mean, like, so if you're gonna justify saying that somebody can be called a house nigga, I could just straight up call him a coon. Like dead ass. Like, because like you're justifying what would be considered one of the worst things that you could ever be. Man. Ain't no motherfucker. Ain't no motherfucking way, dog. Hey, no motherfucking way, dog. How I knew this nigga was scheming on this chat. I could just tell by the look on his face. I'm like, what is he looking for? This nigga brings up the most craziest shit.
I think dolphins are so cute. Like, they're like one of my favorite animals. So thanks, Midwest Pat.
That's awkward.
Not the sound. What
This Brittany's new noise now. She's a dolphin.
Y'all are annoying. I'm glad you find this so funny, Anton. I want me to be mad.
I don't know why this nigga put that shit on that screen.
Let me tell you why.
Like,
I had just got done pulling up some stuff to set up the next subject.
Why you can't breathe?
I opened up the chat to see how many super chats we had to go through. That's the first thing I saw, so I just clicked the first thing. The first thing.
I don't believe you. I think you skimmed through them super chats and you seen that. I think you intentionally posted that. We don't believe you.
No, seriously, that's the first thing I saw.
Can I?
I said, what the fuck is a fine ass dolphin? What the fuck is a fine ass dolphin? I ain't never heard of no shit like that in my life, bro. That's only some shit that the chat can come up with, bro. I ain't never heard of no junk like that in my life.
Not you're crying.
Who thinks of that? Who could think something like that and just type it in real time, dog? This shit got me crying, bro. Oh, God.
Nah, that nigga sent that shit with the hard eyes. If it would have been a dolphin up there, it would have been over. I ain't gonna lie. That shit would have been over for me. That shit would have been over. I would have been toast. Oh, God, man.
Why? That's crazy. That's not even.
Why is it fine ass? Like, that's what makes it so funny with the hard eyes. I don't know what's going on. Anyways, all right, y'all, let's continue. I'm sorry. N-word. Y'all done with the N-word? I gave my
be held accountable. I think you need to be held accountable by your mama.
What do you mean?
That's all I have to say.
What? Y'all niggas high?
What you mean?
Y'all niggas high today?
They know what I'm talking about.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
It ain't for you. It ain't for you to know. It's all good.
I think that is disrespectful in any capacity. Just because you don't like what somebody do for a living. I don't like the fucking parking meter people. They come quick. It's like they be chasing you and waiting on you. I ain't about to call them out of their name. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just don't make no sense. But I think that the bigger thing is that there's nobody more hypocritical than pro-black people. Nobody is more hypocritical than pro-black people. They change the rules when it's convenient for them all the time. You want representation, the people that look like you until they become Republican. Mm-hmm. You want goddamn all Black Lives Matters until you don't like the fact that it's an ice age. And that shit is so hypocritical because they the main ones that be talking about how they don't want people that's not from the United States of America getting their resources, they tax dollars, reparations, all of this stuff. Yeah. And they the most divisive people that you've ever seen in your life. And then they got the nerve, another Torre, right? Somebody sent me something saying that he got I ain't about to get into nobody's chick or nothing, that he ain't even married to a black person. They said that he's not even married to a black person. And it's like, now I don't know.
Wait, what?
The word is that he's not married to a black person.
I don't think he is. I think his kids are like mixed or something.
Which is cool. Which is cool. I have no problem with that whatsoever. Like, I think that people should talk to whoever it is that they want to talk to. But how you gonna be talking all of this black stuff?
They always do that. I've noticed that it's usually, and I'm gonna say the black men that typically are like black power, ride or die, black this and black that, and they're always dating somebody outside of their race. And
not that it's like, what are you talking about?
But yeah, I know a few people like that. It's very contradicting. It just sounds like, how are you pro-black, but your kids aren't? You know what I'm saying? Like, I just always weird.
I ain't never seen more pro-black people than liberal white people and liberal black people. Like, those are the most pro-black people I've ever seen in my entire life, bro. Ain't nothing like a liberal white person that's gonna tell you how black you should be, and it ain't nothing like a dude that love pink toes that's gonna tell you what the fuck you should be telling somebody else that ain't black. And they always love pink toes, bro. They love it. And again, I ain't tripping about it, but why Why you selling everybody else on this bullshit? I don't want to get her name in there, Yakar, because I don't know if she a content creator or not. I don't know what she is, so I'm not getting into that. But just the whole representation of what you got going on is crazy. So I don't understand the hypocrisy in that. Don't make no sense to me. Anybody else on this subject before we get to the next thing? We're doing really good on time, so we got enough time to cover.
I'm shocked he has a wife. That's all.
Oh, they always have a.
I thought he had I thought he was like a Don Lemon.
Thought he was like Don Lemon gay.
Yeah.
What is that, Slimmy?
It's beautiful white woman.
I'm gonna get you, sucker. He was super pro black.
Yeah.
And he had a white family.
Yeah, that is true.
Super pro black. Oh man, I think that's his name, John Williamson III or something like that.
They always like that.
Yeah, he's
always like that.
Yeah, he played the fuck out that role. He was super.
And all of their friends give him a pass because they doing the same fucking thing.
Yeah.
That's why they do that. They're able to get away with it because ain't nobody gonna hold them accountable because they all like pink toes.
Pink toes is
and there ain't nothing wrong with liking pink toes. It's just to stop preaching against it. And you got a whole nother, you know what I'm saying? If you're gonna do it, then lean into it.
What's a pink tone?
Pink toe, a white woman.
Oh, like a Pantene. Okay, got you.
Yeah. All right, let me read some of these super chats and we can get to the next one. We've been doing really good on time. This X Curie says WSG Princess. What does WSG stand for? Anybody know that one?
Oh wait, where'd she go, Princess? Where'd she go?
I don't know what that means, so I appreciate it though. Brian says Operation Stackola in full effect, bro. In full effect. I'm in stack. It's stack season for Ton Dog. TS Car Washing Detail Services panel. Y'all like the all-star new format? Yeah, I think it
did you? It was real good. It showed that old niggas ain't got it. Oh shit. That shit was bad, bro. Them niggas got ran out the gym. Shit.
Yeah, that last game. Yeah, they did.
Yeah,
Daniel says, great Igam word teaching from Roman J. Israel. I gotta watch that movie. I gotta see that movie. I've never seen it. I keep seeing clips of it, but I never seen it. It's called Roman J. Israel with Denzel Washington. He was a lawyer. Yeah, I gotta see it. TS Car Washing Detail Services panel. Y'all see Jay Hurts is voted the most hated? Yeah, Jalen Hurts. They said that he was voted the most hated in the NFL or something like that.
Why? What'd he do?
They said that he was just voted that, I think, by players or something. I don't know.
That's sad.
Chase 40, he's so rich, I wouldn't care. Chase 40 says, I compared you to him because he's a lawyer for famous people. We will defend the elites no matter what, even if he believes they did something wrong. Well, let me say this. The job of a lawyer is to give representation, and their job is not to determine right or wrong, but their job is to fight for their client. And that's where people is missing. That's why people don't like lawyers, because they say that they don't have any morals. But at the same time, our laws says that everybody is innocent until proven guilty and afforded, a lawyer in order to try to represent them. And so the burden of proof rests on the prosecution. So you can't sit there and get mad at the lawyers that defend their clients, because it's not about right or wrong. At that point, it's about doing your job. It's about doing your job. Attorney-client privilege is doing your job. You can't hear something egregious and then go tell on the person, because that's what attorney-client privilege is. So, it's not about doing something right or wrong. You can't convict people even if he believes they did something wrong. You can't convict people in the court of public opinion. Let me see something. Nah, Anton, lawyers have no soul, bro. All right, well, don't try to get the best one if you get in trouble then. How about that? Defend yourself. And then we gonna figure out what's really going on. Everybody don't want them until they need the best one.
My lawyer's been going in on Trump supporters hard the last month.
Everybody don't want one until everybody hate Jews, so they need a lawyer.
My lawyer was black.
Then the biggest flex is always this. Well, I got a Jewish lawyer.
I got a black lawyer and I won.
Why you sound like AD? Sound like you trying to sell something. TS Carwash says, Q, you cool with someone calling you that?
I laugh in their face.
TS Carwash in Detail Service says, Brittany don't like classic chicken. Don't like Valentine's. Words don't hurt her. Someone can call her a house.
I have one T in my name.
Daddy and the Caddy says, Britt. I don't even know how to say that name. At Jurassic Park 2. Okay. Jay Forever says this ninja is just a race hustler. TS Car Wash and Detail Service says Brittany got that Hey Arnold head. Mikey Mike Show says, I wish my best friend would call me a hammerhead. I actually have a hammerhead. I'll be highly offended. I don't know which hammerhead he talking about, but I feel you. Daniel says, promise Britt not. Jab from Street Sharks. I don't even know what Street Sharks is. TS Car Wash and Detail Service. It looks like her forehead is on her chin. Daniel says, Q apologized to Sanchez for a happy show. Thank you. TS Car Wash and Detail Service says Jimmy Neutron. Make sure y'all hit a like for the algorithm, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your notifications. All right. I'm going to switch gears for a second, and I'm going to play this video. And then I want y'all to tell me y'all thoughts. Who you think is right and who you think is wrong. All right?
Okay. Let's go ahead and give that. Hopefully we can give daughter some answers that she does want a relationship.
I'm going to rewind it.
A father went MIA after signing his daughter's birth certificate 25 years ago. Let's go ahead and give dad a call. Hopefully we can give daughter some answers that she does want a relationship with him.
Hello?
Hello, may I speak with Andre?
Is he?
This is the Do Better Foundation. My name is Marie.
Do better? Oh, what do you call it about?
That's a great question. Someone has reached out in hopes of a relationship with you. From my understanding, you had a child. She is now roughly 25 years old now, and she wants a relationship with you. However, she just said all she knows is that you signed her birth certificate and you were never around.
Did she tell you that her mom didn't want anything to do with me? And I didn't want anything to do with her? So because of that, she didn't want anything to do with my daughter?
You didn't want anything to do with the mom, or the mom didn't want anything to do with you?
I didn't want anything to do with her mother. Her mother didn't want anything to do with me, which means the mother's going to keep my daughter away from me. I didn't want a relationship with my daughter. It was her mother.
So have you tried to have a conversation with your adult daughter now? Like, she's almost 25.
I don't know who she is, ma'am. You're telling me she wants a relationship with me. I don't know who she is. I don't even know her name because I was told her name changed.
Okay. Well, she wants to have a relationship with you.
Can you tell me what her name is?
I will send all of her information over to you. I just wanted to make sure that you are aware that she wants to have a relationship with you. She knows every bit of who you are. She knows exactly who you are.
Well,
Thank you, man. Thank you for calling me. Please send it to me as soon as possible.
I will. You go ahead and you take care.
Thank you.
Who's right, father or the mother? Or who's wrong, the father or the mother?
Ain't no right or no wrong.
I don't know if it's right.
Everyone's wrong. Everyone's wrong.
Explain, please.
If you want to get in contact with somebody, you can find them. Like, this ain't even 20 years, even 25 years ago, you could find whoever you wanted to find. This ain't the days of the phone book where you can't find somebody. Like, maybe in the 80s, I could maybe see that, you not being able to find your kid, but if you really want to get in contact with your kid, you're gonna find them. You're gonna find them, even when you beefing with the mom. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. I can't blame one side or the other. I mean, I know mothers. There are mothers that will deliberately keep the kid from the dude, but at the same time, if the man want to really find out where she at, yeah, they would find them.
I feel like I get what, why he ghosted her or whatever. Like, I get that you don't want to deal with somebody's BS if you don't have to. But at the end of the day, you did make a child with this person. So go to the courts. You don't always have to deal with the mother. You can get it set up a different way so you don't have to deal with her. I don't feel like that's an excuse to miss 25 years of your kid's life. So I think they both were to blame. If she was causing drama to make him not want to be around the kid because she wanted to be in a relationship with him, that's crazy. And he's wrong for just saying, oh, okay, well, I'm out. You should have been a man and went to the court and got your visitation and not worried about her. Now this girl is 25 and probably got daddy issues.
Anybody disagree with that?
I agree. I think they're both at fault for literally the exact.
Who's more at fault?
For not being in her life, it would have to be the dad, because there's ways that he could be in her life. Like, the mother can do what she does to try to keep the child away, but if the dad really wanted to be a part of her life, he could have took certain routes to be a part of her life. So if we're going to say more, I don't think it's a more or less, but if we're going to say more, I would say it's the dad for not trying to be a part of his daughter's life.
Anybody disagree with that?
I think if the dad doesn't want to be in a child's life, then more power to him. You can't mess up a kid's life if you're not in it. If the kid has bad issues, that's probably. Why are you cutting me off?
Wait, because I didn't understand what you said at first. Say what?
I said you can't mess up a kid's life if you're not in it. Mothers celebrate Father's Day too, so if the mother probably needs to step up and be the dad as well. So
what is going on, man?
This nigga smoking crack.
But I wonder if she had a conversation with her mom as well, and because I mean, I don't know the ins and outs of the situation, but it sounds like she kind of has like animosity towards her dad for him not being there, which is fair. But I wonder if the mom was, let's say, trying to keep, him away from the child. I wonder if she's kind of giving that same type of energy to her mom as well, or had a conversation with her mother as far as why the dad wasn't, you know what I mean? But I think for the most part, the dad definitely could have took certain actions to be a part of his child's life if he wanted to be. And she was talking about herself, right? That she was speaking about herself being the child?
No.
She wasn't? So she was really making
she was calling on behalf of the child.
I don't know why I thought she was like being sarcastic and talking about herself.
No, she was calling on behalf of the child.
But the child is 25. So it's not
I don't know what she do. I don't know if she finds people or what. I don't know what that is. But she was contacting him on behalf of the child.
I got a super the way that Apple like the codes like emails, you know how they like put it in like writing. I got a voicemail. It scared the shit out of me. It said, "My dad is your son. Give me a call ASAP."
My what? Say it again.
My dad is your son. Give me a call ASAP.
So y'all
I was like, what? Nigga, I didn't know who the fuck it was. I looked at that message like fucking for like 10 minutes before I called the number back. I was like, who the fuck is this? My dad is your. It means like my kid has a fucking kid.
But your kid not old enough to have a kid yet, are they?
Exactly. That's why I was gonna freak the fuck out. Oh man, it was just they decoded it wrong. That's not what he said.
Oh,
but shout out to the Lord Jesus Christ for making it right.
I don't even know what that means, but okay. Crazy. Anybody else? Anybody think that anybody is wrong more than the other in this situation?
I just say stay away from these funky hoes at all costs. I turned over a new leaf. I don't fuck with these bitches no more.
I think it's the woman's fault more than it is the guy's fault all day long. Because if she played the biggest role in that kid's life, first of all, we have to take into consideration that a lot of women say that it's their body, their choice, right? So if they saying from the very beginning that they didn't even really fuck with each other, then I'm trying to understand. She knew going into this, bringing this child into the world. I think it's both of their fault, but I would put more of the onus on her than it is him, because I know that often at times women have children with men that they know that they don't want children with. And if it's your body, and if you are the person that pushes out that baby, I still don't understand why women don't protect their womb more.
I forgot.
Why do y'all have children? Why do women have children with men that they know that they shouldn't have children with, or that they don't want in the child's life? Now, again, I don't think that absolves him at all. Like, it doesn't mean that he doesn't have to take responsibility, but I'm still trying to understand, why women don't protect themselves more.
I did forget about the part where she said that, well, when he said that they didn't really fool with each other. I guess I was looking at that as if they were like in a relationship, they had a child, and then they stopped dealing with each other. I didn't look at it from a perspective of she got pregnant and didn't really, you know what I'm saying, didn't want him and he didn't want her. But if
he said all he did was sign a birth certificate.
Yeah, if that's the case, then she's definitely more, because I 100% agree. I think women should definitely stop leaving it up to men to protect their own body. Like, I've never understood that. Like, I'm not waiting on a man to protect me before I protect me. Like, I don't agree with that. So
I will put the onus, not entirely, but I would definitely put more responsibility in her lap with regard to the situation, because
like 95%.
I wouldn't put it at that much. But why would you allow? Why would you allow for a dude to speed in you, and you know what he about?
The dude, I'll give him the 5% just for the sex. The letting me skeeting you, and then having a baby and going through 9 months of not saying no. That's all the women's fault. So,
no, I would put 55, 45. 55. If you want to put blame or fault, I would put 55, 45.
Because the only onus that's on the man is that you skeeted in her. There's a long list of shit that she let you ski in her. She let you have sex with her. She went through 9 months. She had the baby. Like there's a whole. The man did one thing, and that's skeet in you and not pull out. Like that's it. And I can make a claim that he was under emotional distress when that happened because I feel so good.
Well, it doesn't. No. If you have a child,
why do you say no so many times?
Because if you have a child, you need to take care of your kid.
It's not that you need to take care of. I'm saying who's the onus on the baby. No. It blows my mind. It blows my mind that any woman is willing to have a kid with a dude who don't want to have a kid. It's just fucking weird.
I agree.
Like whether that nigga skeeting you or not, like nigga, like be smart, like take care of that shit. Like nigga takes care of nigga, go get a pill. Nigga, there's a whole bunch of stuff after that nigga skeeting you that you can get rid of that shit and you don't have to kill a kid.
I wonder if it's some kind of emotional connection that comes along with women still pushing. Like, because even women that are liberal or women that are Democrats that believe in abortions, and very few people, I've talked to a couple different people that said that they don't know a girl that's never had an abortion, right? And so I guess my thing is, like, is it some kind of extra connection that a woman has to where she would still see it through, even though she believed in having being able to get rid of the kid? Is it some extra that come along with that when they know that they're having a kid with a guy that don't in any way, shape, or form want to be in that kid's life? Like what is it some extra that's in a woman that then would force her to do this, knowing that she got a life that's going to be 10 times more difficult than if she was to be having a kid with a guy that want to participate in the kid's life?
If women were smarter, they would make that decision easier for themselves and not even get pregnant. Because like once you get pregnant, there's like a litany of like things that you have to go through about this baby. Having the baby, the dude, like you could die from this baby, like your belief system. So like how about you like nix that and nip it in the bud before you actually have a fucking baby? Like, not to have a baby. The amount of times these bitches is getting busted down and not spitting out kids, not how to have a baby. And why did you decide this time to have a baby? It's fucking weird.
I mean, the men have the baby too. It is half of their baby.
We don't have it. No, we don't. We don't have the baby.
I know y'all don't associate it like that, but at the end of the day, 50-50 genetics. So it is. She had your baby too.
I understand your sentiment. I understand, Molly.
So if you as a man don't want to have kids, why are you doing baby making activities? Sex ain't really supposed to be recreational. It is the purpose of it is procreation. So it's weird when people say, why are you doing procreating activities? Like that's the whole point.
Sex for pleasure, y'all. Don't have sex for pleasure, y'all.
Yeah, I think that's the point. Stop having sex for pleasure, maybe. If you don't want a baby, because that's how babies get here. Like, are we forgetting basic human biology?
It's not
men see sex as pleasure, but that's kind of y'all fault for being so stupid because nature created it
women see at it. Women see sex as pleasure as well. Do not put that onus on just men. Everybody sees sex as pleasure. They don't see it as procreation 9 times out of 10, because even married people have kids and they're not unexpectedly. So you can't just say that it's on men. You can't do that. It's not just on men. It's on men and
I
women.
Don't want to have a kid, but still putting their dingling in something that's gonna get pregnant.
Well, the woman has to have more. The woman has to have more discernment because she has to live with it.
Y'all be finding retarded women to get pregnant. Let's start there. Y'all be predators and y'all be having a certain kind of women y'all look for, and when they get pregnant, reality set in. But y'all be looking for the worst of the worst to sleep with. Y'all pick low-hanging fruit to sleep with.
No, you can't say that.
About baby,
you can't
weird.
Say that
like,
because
y'all men
every
have
dude.
A real deal mental illness.
Stop.
Instead of addressing it, women get scapegoated.
You are 1,000% wrong. You're 1,000% wrong. You're 1,000% wrong, and I'm going to tell you why. Because there are dudes that despise their beautiful baby mamas. Okay, so you're wrong. You're 1,000% wrong.
So
That's
what?
not just.
He picks
It's
her.
not low. No, because you said it's low hanging fruit. No, it's not just low hanging fruit.
Looks
It's
does
just
not mean she's not low hanging fruit.
Stop interjecting so much and let me get my shit off, please. Can I please get my shit off?
Of course.
Thank you. I appreciate you, ma'am. So, where you're wrong at, you're saying that men pick the low-hanging fruit. What about the men that are dealing with supposedly high caliber women and they don't like them? How many do we're talking about Halle Berry? She's working on her fourth marriage. J-Lo, how many times has she been married? Come on now. We're talking about men that dudes deem very, very beautiful. So that's not true. Because the women that are considered extremely beautiful and rare, they're getting divorces and they're ending up with multiple men. So you're not
What's
right.
that to do with parenting though? But what does that have to do
No.
with
Wait a minute. You just said dudes are picking low-hanging fruit when they're trying to deal with women that they're sleeping with, because no, it's the case for some women are just fucked up. Some women are just fucked up.
Pulling Halle Berry though.
It doesn't matter about the average man, because the problem is you made a statement. So this is what you have to deal with. Just like I made a statement earlier when I said that Diddy didn't have any conspiracies, and I was wrong about it. But one conspiracy, I was wrong. In this situation, you're wrong, because you just said men are going for low-hanging fruit, and I gave you an example, two examples. I could give you plenty more of women who aren't low-hanging fruit, who are considered very beautiful, very rare, very attractive, and supposed to be the pick of the litter, and they're fucked up, and dudes did not want to stay with them. So you're wrong, ma'am. It is a situation where people like sex, they have sex, and they don't think about who they're having sex with in the manner of, oh, they could get pregnant and I could be stuck with them for forever. No, they're just trying to get a nut off, men and women.
Okay, I said 50-50 accountability. So
No. You said more on the man.
No, I'm
said
just
more
saying
on the man.
Man forgets that pregnancies come from them at the end of the day.
And I'm saying women have to have way more discernment because they have to live with it, literally and figuratively.
Well, it seemed like women ain't never used discernment because we've been having these conversations for how long?
Well, then that's on the women.
Let men assume women will have discernment. When do y'all discernment come in to say she's not going to use good discernment, so let me find somebody who will? Is that ever?
No, you can't do that. You can't.
Or is we just say
you can't absorb. Wait a minute. If you're gonna say it,
because women having better discernment is not sleeping with men. Period. Xing y'all out of the equation. Going celibate.
Well, women are doing that. Women are doing that. You're talking.
Period.
Women.
That's women
are doing that.
Let's be honest. The majority of men are not worth even putting a baby into the world. Period. Look at the world.
Women are doing that. Women are doing
I'm just
that.
saying. Okay, so let's assume women don't have the ability to use discernment.
When you go back to your accountability,
it's men,
even
it's males.
Even when you go back to your accountability, well, we do use our better judgment, and most of the time,
stop making excuses.
And most of the no, nobody's making excuses. When we go back to your 50-50 accountability meter, women are going to fall short because you are trying to absolve them of the decisions that they make when they deal with dudes. You're absolving them of that. You cannot do that. You just said it has to be on both parties. You're just saying women. I never said anything about being dumb. I said no. No. You can't do that. You're absolving women of discernment. You can't absolve anybody of discernment.
You said we don't have discernment.
No, I didn't say that. You said it. You said that.
You're making it
I didn't
like
say
we
that.
have absolutely no discernment to know how to pick a man to have a kid with.
I can't make it seem anyway. That's your perception of what I'm saying. I can't make it seem any type of way. I'm only saying what I'm saying. If you have a different perception, I can't control that. That's your perception of what I'm saying. What I'm literally saying straight up and straightforward is women have to have better discernment because they have to live with the kid, literally and figuratively. They have to live with that. That man can be gone in the wind and just keep sending money, keep sending $2,000 a month for that kid, and she got to deal with whatever happens with that kid. She got to deal with it on her own.
Is that how much?
What if some women want that?
I don't know. I'm just using a number.
Then what? Okay, so what if she wants?
Oh, that's what she wants. Then there's no complaints, and we all good.
Okay, so maybe in that mother's case, that's what she wanted, and now that the girl's old enough to go ahead and find her daddy, that's what she's doing.
No. That's not good. No, I'm saying that's not. I'm saying that's not.
Because men will never take accountability ever.
No, women don't take accountability. You're dodging accountability right now.
Well,
Men
we're
are going to
not the
get
leaders. Stop
accountable.
waiting on us to take accountability so y'all can do
You got to
it.
stop
That's
saying it.
annoying.
You just repeat the same things over and over again.
No, I
so
don't.
Men
I'm
are
just
gonna,
tired
no,
of
no,
hearing
no,
the leaders say how they're waiting on the women to lead.
Nobody's waiting on women to do
Just
shit.
say y'all can't cut it.
Nobody. Wait, stop, Molly. You're wrong. Men aren't waiting on women to do shit because society is still progressing. Buildings are still being built. Skyscrapers are still being built. Society is still thriving.
Technology.
No, with men. With men. How many architects do you know that are women? I only know of one.
My mother-in-law built the whole
So you know
city.
of one. How many others?
I'm just saying there are women and definitely in architecture.
How many others?
So.
How many others?
How many males
others?
do you actually know that you can call up right now that's an architect?
2.
Call them.
No.
Oh, okay.
No. Okay. No. I'm not doing that.
Call
them. It's fucking 1 a.m. Why would I do that?
Call them. No. You got access to them like that.
Fuck.
I don't know.
That was an awkward little exchange there.
No, that was weird. Like, no, we're not doing that. We're not entertaining. We're not entertaining people just for this.
Women
this is the
use
thing,
our
though.
discernment. Stop sleeping with men because they'll never hold themselves responsible. Never. These are the proclaimed leaders, the self-proclaimed
men get held
leaders.
responsible by society.
But they
when
can't
I
pick
just
women.
said men get held responsible by society when they have to pay child support. That's them being held accountable.
No, that's a system taking advantage of the fact that men make terrible parents, and they know that y'all will walk out.
Men make terrible parents. Are you?
Yes.
Please walk that back right now.
This
walk
is the
back
system
right now, or
taking
take this
advantage
L
of the
because
fact
the L.
Y'all won't be in y'all kids'
Recant that
life.
statement, please. Please recant that statement, Molly. Please recant that because you're 1,000% wrong.
They take advantage of the fact that they know y'all is going to be out here not taking care of.
Okay,
y'all
so
kids.
men are terrible parents. But when the statistics show that more households that have fathers more than mothers, that those kids thrive more, what do you have to say about that?
I think that's a good argument, and I think some of these women, if you gonna
no,
have
it's not a good argument. That's
leave
the
that
truth.
baby with the daddy, and if you get pregnant by another
so
man,
you can't say that men are. You can't say that men are good parents.
Leave that baby with that daddy too, and girl, go ahead, pay your child support and live your best life. And if you get pregnant, leave it with that daddy too.
This is obscene.
You know what I'm
this
saying?
Is obscene.
This is how men would rather us.
And it never works like that, and women never do that. And women never do that.
And I'm going to advocate for women to start doing that. Don't abort your babies. No, they're going to demonize you. Don't take birth control. Don't do this. Don't do that. Don't have 5 baby daddies and all your kids are living with you. No, all these men.
Another L.
Give them the baby.
Another L.
Pay your child support, girl.
What was Floyd? Floyd was throwing the L's out.
Have your baby and just pay that child support.
This is bad, Molly.
You got 3 kids by 3 different men. Make sure the men have that baby because they the best parents. You pay your child support and let's watch society thrive now.
This is DJ Vlad satire and sarcasm.
It's not satire. I want to see society thrive, and men are the best parents. And I think, ladies, if you getting pregnant, leave that baby with that daddy. Go to work.
HTP
pay your
Flame.
child support.
I hope you're not a man. Because
you end up with another boyfriend and it don't work out. Leave that baby with him too, girl. Pay your child support. Go see them babies on the holidays, on a birthday. Break that bread off. And girl, go to work. Go do you. Go take your trips. Go get your spa day.
Oh, take your trips and get pregnant again.
Hey, leave it with the daddy. They make better
leave
fathers.
it with the daddy. Yeah. Don't ever have any responsibility. Don't have no accountability for your vagina. Just do what you want with it.
Exactly.
Let that motherfucker get blown wide the fuck open.
Yeah, but you know what? The baby's gonna be better off because
blow that motherfucker wide open.
Do you, girl? Do
blow
you?
Blow motherfucker wide open
for
on
it.
them trips to Jamaica.
Like to see in the next generation
Jamaica,
or so.
come on.
How these men do with single fathers. I think it'd be great.
Society be in a better place.
Thank you.
Love you. Good night.
Absolutely. And women wouldn't cry about child support because I don't never hear no woman on child support crying about how she on child support. I
They don't
like
make enough
it.
money for it to matter.
Nah,
It
I
don't,
don't think
well,
it's gonna
you
work
know
like
what?
that.
It's still gonna work out because the men make the better fathers.
Any other thoughts?
Fuck these hoes.
We got one more video to
Yes,
jump
and
in.
take care of that baby after you do that to her too.
Touche. That was a good one.
Y'all ready to continue on?
I'm for the single fathers. I'm with it.
All right. Let me read some of these super chats and then we'll move on to the next part of the show. I think this next part is going to be pretty fun too. Jay Payne says, my lawyer don't need anything but to beat the case. Talk about it. I'm with you, Jay Payne. Rico Breeze says, I wonder if he would have the same sentiment if that was a white conservative. TS Car Wash and Detail Service says, the lady talking is the child. I don't think so. Dirty Woman says, when my parents divorced, I was 10, my mom kept my father from us for 10 years and lied, saying he never came around, but he did. She just refused him, so he stopped trying. At age 20, I blame both for not trying harder. Shout out to you. Jesus Christ is King. Dirty Woman, we appreciate you. TS Car Wash and Detail Service says, Slim, so if you tell a woman you don't want a child and she decided to keep it, do you supposed to be in that child life even though you told the woman you didn't want to have kids?
You got a financial responsibility at the least. Like if you definitively said, yo, I don't want to have children, but you got to realize I'm not somebody who believes in divorce. So I can't really go with how you framing it. I mean, not divorce, abortion. I'm sorry, excuse me. I don't believe in abortion, so I can't really go with how you framing it. So it's just you just got to deal with the responsibility of it. But I would never put myself in that type of situation anyway.
Facts.
So yeah, I understand the question, but like, yeah, no, I can't rock with that.
Me neither. At all. Take care of your punk ass kids, man. We don't want to have to do it as taxpayers. It's not our fault. You niggas can't control your dick, and then you want to sit there and say, "Oh no, listen, I told her." Well, either you shouldn't have fucked her, or nigga, you should have strapped up. What the fuck is you talking about? Nigga, I'm not taking care of her, nigga. You take care of her.
Okay.
Because if y'all can't handle that, then don't get no pussy or get a vasectomy. Mr. Guap says women love 50-50 when it comes to blame, but when it comes to bills, it's an entirely different story. Word Custom says, sadly, the government took away women's accountability thoughts because they'll take care of them while the man's check will be robbed and they will be dragged to court. J Pitt City says, Molly put the "Oh, you really like Adele" name 3 songs thing. Leno says, no kids really trying to stay with their pops for real. Patricia Cox says, I just am, but Molly is right as usual. Goja Satoru says, ban child support and 90% of the children out of wedlock will be fixed and women will automatically start taking accountability. Simple.
Facts.
Yeah, that will cause a lot of problems. That will cause a lot of problems.
Let me play a little bit of this clip. This is something that was going around. I went and got the original. And, we're figuring it out. So I don't know how much of this clip I want to show, but I think it's going to warrant a pretty interesting conversation.
One thing that conscious will talk about is pandering, and me as a Black gay man, for me, love shows up as different. There's no sex attached to my care for Black women. So I would say for me as a child, one of the strongest women that were within my life was my grandmother. She was someone who, she loved me with everything. She was someone who made sure that whenever I walk into a room, know that, I'm not trying to sound cocky or nothing, but eyes will be on you. People will be listening to you. Whatever you want to be in your life, you can be, whether that be a president, a CEO, whether you own your own business, whether you be a millionaire, anything you want to do, you can do. And with that, my grandmother was someone, she was a banker. You know, she was someone who, she helped her community. All the people from Arkansas, Little Rock, Arkansas, North Little Rock, Arkansas, she knew all the millionaires. She knew all the business owners. She told people yes, no. She ran her bank. She ran her branch. She had people pull guns out on her and trying to rob her. That same woman who left work, she was someone who raised 2 strong sons. My father's a federal investigator. My uncle, my late uncle, he was a manager of the VA for the suicide unit. She was someone who raised strong Black men. And the same Black men that she supported, the same Black man that she fed that was also her husband, also be the same people that put their thumb on their motherfucking head. You know? So what I'm trying to say is someone who can be so strong. We also live where we're in a community where traditionally, once a white man took his thumb off of us, a lot of us put our thumb on the woman. So one thing that you talked about as far as like your dad and how you treated your mother, I feel like one privilege it is to not be gay. Not gonna lie, I love being gay. Like, you know, like whether it's not a choice, it's not a choice. But in my life, what I feel is, you know, it was karma for the straight men, and also like to reject what patriarchy and masculinity look like, because I had to choose how I'm going to live my life. So, you know how you were talking about how your dad, he was real good with his mom, he was real good with his sisters.
And me as a child.
Yes. A lot of men, they just live based off of the moral code. You don't even know what your own motherfucking morals are. Right. A lot of you just want to have children because that's what you're taught to. You didn't get no education. You're not saying you have to get education. You have no craft. You have no skill. So all you can do is really just have fun and have children. Nigga, fuck you. And then another thing that I want to say is too, a lot of people, you know, when I said like, you know, having accolades and things like this, a lot of my friends, and especially with moving to Houston, I have such a respect because like in Arkansas, a lot of people had kids by the time that they were my age. I'm 26. Majority of my friends, like they're between 29 to 30 to 40, you know, beautiful women, well into the careers, clocking 200,000 plus. You know, my allyship to them is supporting them whenever we're out. Like I am a protector. There's a big kind of like conversation about like, oh, gay men don't want to be treated as like poodles or whatever. Realistically, I'm 6'2", I'm 200 pounds, 215. Like it's like if a motherfucker step up to my friends, I'm going to defend them. I feel like my presence as a Black gay man is to use my masculinity, me being a man, as to not only allow myself, you know, vertical, you know, promotion within life. I don't know how to coin that the right way, but also bring up my sisters with me. And that can be whether it's education, go and get that education, whether it's in careers, because Black women are the smartest group in America. They're also the most underpaid. If you want that money, ask for it. You know, whenever you go to that interview, let them know what you want. And the same thing as far as like a job, how you can.
I'm gonna try to fast forward it a little bit to Clifton Powell's part. I haven't pre-reviewed this. I just went and got it at the source.
Yeah,
a lot of these guys were in support of what that other guy was saying.
The gay guy, the masculine gay guy.
Yeah, and so this is a little bit, I think, of what Clifton Powell was saying. Let me see if I can get to it.
Yeah, I would say too.
You got go ahead. No, I want to see what you're gonna say.
No, I'll go.
And placeholder might not be the right thing. It might not be the right thing to say, but
you know, I was just talking about. I'm 70 years old, so I come from a whole nother era than any of you Negroes is talking about. And what I've learned, and I'm not saying I'm right. I think everybody is right because there's so many levels to this. But most of this was laid on our parents.
Yeah.
My father was born in 1915, and his parents were slaves. Well, his grandparents were slaves. So what I've learned is it's not your mother's fault, it's not your father's fault, it's not your fault. We were born into 450 years of post-slavery PTSD. I am 69, I'll be 70 in March. I've just learned how to love.
So that's a lot of the conversation. Women were mad at Clifton Powell for saying that how you 70 years old, you just now learn how to love. That's just an excuse. And of course they were supporting the other guy. And there were other guys that were in defense of women and saying that they defend women and they support them and all of this other type of stuff. And it was just ideologically two different perspectives. What are y'all thoughts on some of what y'all just seen?
A gay man calling himself masculine is weird. Just off rip. That was kind of weird to hear. And I don't know.
Why do straight men don't never want to come to women's defense and be their protector? I feel like it's always the gay men stepping into that role. I don't know, it's weird. It is weird. I do feel like the gay man is kind of being a little bit more protector for women. Which I didn't see the whole thing. I don't know. I really don't know what he was talking about outside of him being gay.
Yeah, like I forgot, like
But
after
it
he
was
said
in like
masculine gay, like my mind went elsewhere, and I was like, "What are you really
probably because
talking
he knew
about?"
everybody else in the room with him was a gay man too. So I don't.
Because some of them show play gay actors.
Some
On
of
some
them
of them
sure was
shows.
some gay
Do
actors.
they?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Not Clifton Powell.
Nah, some of the other people that were around the
Listen,
table.
he in Hollywood too.
Oh, for
I don't
real?
know.
One was trans.
I only recognize one dude. I only recognize, but I can't
The
remember what I
Latino
saw.
one with the facial hair, the one that looked Latino with the facial hair, that's a natural born woman. That threw me off. That was
What?
a natural born woman. Yep.
What are you talking about?
I watched the interview. The guy with the facial
Ain't
hair,
no motherfucking
the jacket,
way,
I think it was like a jean black jacket. That's a natural born woman.
What?
Okay, let's walk past that. We don't care. Let's keep going.
No, we care.
Why? Like we're about to debate it now? If it's a woman or not?
Which one?
The one that was
The one sitting down next to the dude with the hair.
Oh, he spoke too. Hold on, let me add him. Let me throw him right here.
That's a woman.
Oh, you can tell
That's
that's a female.
That's a woman.
That was a
I
natural.
thought he was a gay dude.
All right, let me play what he got to say.
Don't know how to love.
I'm not talking about what they know how to love. I'm saying what they need as far as the research.
I get that.
We're talking about, that's what we're talking about right now. Also, if we're going to use our privilege and power as men in society, how do we show up and be accountable? Like you said, the way to be accountable is to dismantle patriarchy, because patriarchy makes it so that men have the power and women do not.
But you can't get there unless you.
All right, so you saying that that's a woman?
Yeah, he ends up at some point talking and saying that when he transitioned, like he literally says like he's trans, and then he was like, when I transitioned, he goes on like his whole spiel about his life.
This is tragic.
I was shocked. I thought he was a gay male, but I wouldn't have thought.
Yeah.
I thought he was.
But that's even weirder because you're pretending
tragic.
to be a man talking about dismantle the patriarchy.
Exactly.
You are representing
No,
the
see
patriarchy.
This the
They
problem,
weird.
man. This is the problem. Straight men, they gotta stop sitting down with these people like this. Don't do it, man. Don't do it. Don't sit down. Don't have no nights at a round table conversation with no people like that. Like, what are you subjecting yourself to? You're gonna look crazy, man. That looks so wild. Clifton Powell sitting there like that. He yelling and screaming. Because I was watching it. He yelling and screaming like he was too passionate. He get into it with this gay dude. Man, this shit don't look good. And it's just like, man, like they don't even think the same way you do. How can you get into an argument with them about women, about how you love women? How could you get into an argument with somebody? They love men. They love men. What are we talking about?
It's like they're
Why
trying
are
to express being masculine and protecting women. But if we're being honest, like in my opinion, a lot of gay males, the reason why they protect women more so is because they try to like relate more to women. They try to be women. So for the most part, so it's like, and women accept them more. I think women accept gay male more than men do. So I think that is technically why I would say that they protect women. If you want to call, I don't look at it like that, but if you want to call it that, but that whole
women
panel
gonna
was
stay on code, and so are homosexuals, and that's all they trying to do. They just trying to have allies.
Exactly.
Like so because the first time she dropped the F-bomb on him, he gonna hate her. He might try and put his hands on her for real, for real. I seen it.
Facts.
I seen it. So like all this shit fake. All this shit fake because a woman is quick to say a man is gay if he don't like her. A woman quick to do that shit. So they ain't, yes, don't frown your face up like that, Miss Sanchez, because women definitely say, oh, you don't like me, you must be gay. That's a fact.
About that, it just breaks my heart that it's always the fine ones that got some fruit in their cup. Why is it always the fine ones that got fruit in their cup?
Because girls be scaring them off being too thirsty. They be getting scared off.
Why can't we just keep the conversation normal? And just like them fruitcakes on that panel, like stay focused. Stay focused, man. No, you're not focused on the right thing.
Breaks my heart.
No, because he was good looking, and it's a waste of a man. It's a waste of man.
He was all buff and stuff. I'm like,
wait, the man or the who you talking about?
I mean, they both
with the glasses.
Nice, yeah, the one that was talking first.
Oh,
just breaks my heart. We just got off the show.
This is Slimmy quit us.
But as far as Clifton Powell,
no, I was looking crazy trying to get that camera.
Learning how to love at 70, I feel like that's not for his age. I feel like that may be something that a lot of older men may have struggled with how they might have grown up back in that time. I never heard a man say that they just learned how to love, but to some degree they probably show it. I think he was also mentioning how he was like kind of mean to women and like his demeanor towards women can be kind of aggressive. And I think a lot of older men, not all, but a lot of older men that grew up in the time frame that he did might kind of probably they might be able to relate. I don't know if they were worded like learn how to love like he did, but I mean, I don't foresee that not being the case.
But what did slavery have to do with him not knowing how to love until 80? I was thrown.
Black people never gonna let slavery go.
What did that have to do with anything? Oh my gosh! Because my grandparents got beaten, hung. I didn't know how to love right.
Listen, man. Yeah, so some people I guess he just stuck in his ways and his thinking and his thought process because it didn't make sense because we actually made it through the time periods he was talking about. We made it through those time periods as the family nucleus being the center of the Black community. So I don't know what he was talking about. Like
I understand Mr. Clifton. Like,
hey man, turn that mic down.
Nika, your mic been on 1,000 all night. What you mean?
Here we go.
No. I hear that mug popping when you talk, dog. That's too loud.
Oh my bad. I need to cut y'all niggas off.
You'll hear my joy popping though.
I get it. Cause like when you think about like, do you even like really think about like what love is to a man? I get it. Who thinks about like the actual meaning of love like looks different to everybody. I think like the way men show love is like probably through like action is probably what it looks like to most men, but I'm not gonna denigrate this guy for learning so late in life. I get it. I have grace. I get it. Why are you laughing, nigga? What's this? Fuck you, Anton.
I want to know how he learned, like how he knows that he's learned it. Like, is he married or?
Do you think about it? Do you think about
what said he felt it?
Like, this is a question for Brandon. Like, do you actually think like do you know how to love? Like, what does that look like to you? Like, it looks different to everybody. Yeah, like do you think you know how to love? Do you think you know?
I do.
Why are you laughing? That's all.
But I mean, to sit there and think about it, I don't think people just sit there and
see. You probably don't know. You don't even know if you know.
No, I know.
Look.
I know.
What happened?
He got bullied in the conversation. And a lot of times when you're surrounded by a bunch of femininity, it's like being raised in
they were shaming him.
Yeah, they were shaming him. And it's like being raised in a liberal household, right? And so eventually you adjust to your environment. And I think that that's what's been happening in the culture and society at large, is that they've been getting bullied for so long that people started to just adjust and say, well, it's not that big of a deal, and I don't care what happens if it don't happen in my household and all of it. And they just kept taking an inch and an inch and an inch and an inch and an inch until eventually it's normalized to support
literally and figuratively
gay agendas. And now it's starting to infiltrate into our children's lives, right? And now they're trying to validate pedophilia and bestiality, in my opinion. So I think that Clifton Powell just got bullied into the conversation into saying what he had to say as a defense mechanism to an extent. And he should have stood 10 toes down. Nope, this ain't got nothing to do with that. Nope, it doesn't matter. Nope, your role you ain't never gonna be fulfilled making $200,000 a year, which I know that be capped a lot of times, but there are some women that make $200,000 and they still broke as fuck, because that don't mean that they know how to manage their money effectively, nor does it mean that they know how to love properly. And we're removing the responsibility off of women for being whole and full and complete, because they don't know how to love properly. Opening up your legs is not enough for love, because part of love is creating an environment that's ideal for the people that's around you. So if you can't shut up half the time and you always got to get your shit off, and your only excuse for it is, well, I'm not as heard as I need to be, or I need a guy that's, and this is the term that they use, emotionally mature. They say emotionally mature or situationally aware. Anything that has 3 or 4 syllables in the first word and 2 syllables in the second word, they combine them together and they think that means something. I think that a lot of these women are just they all sheep. They mimic the same thing. They look the same. They all got a bull nose ring, and they say the same phrases, and they think that what a man wrote as a love language is a way to communicate how to be affectionate and how to love effectively. It's not. It's not. And so I disagree 100%. I think if he had Clifton Powell is a man that can read lines to act it out. But there's some people that know the art of conversation and how to dismantle a bunch of simping men that think that they know what love is. But if they really knew what love is, then they wouldn't be having sex with another man in his butt. That's pain. That's not love.
Facts.
And then they're using the excuse saying, well, wait, maybe we're the punishment for these men. No, you the punishment for yourself. And you can't know how to love as a gay man because you don't know what it means to be a man in a situation to where you're the example of what your son is supposed to be and what your daughter is supposed to marry. You can't know what it is. You can't know what it means because you've been given over to your own perverse mind. It's impossible for you to know what love is because what God tells men to do in order to show his love is completely different from what women are supposed to do. And our purpose is to be obedient. That's how real love is really displayed. That's why we lean into the word in order to get that understanding, because the word is going to always be the word. You can't sit there and tell me that just because you substantiate what delusion means, because all they doing is supporting each other in their delusion. The woman is telling the man that's fucking another man, oh no, you're it. You're the best friend. Because part of protection is telling your punk ass, sit down and stop making yourself so available to the world. That way you have such a perverse mind. So I don't listen to these people. And I think that masculinity is love, because masculinity is the personification of what a man is supposed to be in God's eyes. It's the only way that you can show love is by being truly yourself. That's love. Love hurts. Love is pain. Love is meaningful. Love is kind. It's the real things. It's the things. It's the substance. What the true measure of a man is doing what you don't want to do when you don't want to do it because it's the right thing to do. The true measure of a man is doing what you don't want to do when you don't want to do it because it's the right thing to do. It doesn't matter about how you feel. The only thing that matters is what's best, what's right, what's righteous. That's why you had so many men back in the day that was willing to die for what they believed in, because they knew that it would foster a better environment for the people that came after them. Now we've been relegated to being selfish because guys have learned from the past mistakes of those that was brave enough to actually tell their story when they was being silenced.
Do you think love is irrational?
Listen, this is the reason why God said that women can't preach and you can't be on the pulpit. You can't have positions of leadership. Is because they don't know better. They don't know love. Because you can't.
Do you think love is irrational?
You can't teach a man how to be a man.
I want to say something. Do you think love is irrational?
No, love is very rational. It's not irrational.
You think it's rational to want?
People mistake emotion.
I'm not giving you my opinion. I'm asking you questions. Is it rational to want to die for someone because you feel this emotion?
It's not irrational. No, it's not irrational. It's context matters. Listen, everything, for example, in the word of God, the context is why you do it, right? That's why, for example, he says, if you suffering is suffering, but to suffer for righteousness' sake means that you'll reign with him. It means that you're his friend, right? The reason why you are willing to die, you're not willing to die for just a random chick on the street, but I bet you're willing to die for your daughter in order to protect her future.
Because love, which is irrational.
But why aren't you willing to die for the dude on the street?
Because I don't love them.
So is it irrational, or did you make a rational decision?
It's irrational to want to die for someone because you feel this emotion for them.
No, it's irrational to want to die. It's very rational to be willing to die to protect somebody and work in their best interest. That's very rational. Because our nature is to be providers and protectors. It's irrational to want to die for a chick that you don't know.
I understand your sentiment. We disagree fundamentally.
How?
The word irrational and subjective.
Okay. All right.
But I think women need to be more sweet. I think you guys need to
say something without knowing if you should say it or not. But we'll get
you know what, when you were talking, you went on a whole sermon, but like in the moment, I thought like when I talk to gay men, I don't know why, like my voice just gets more deep. Like I don't know why I get deeper when I talk to them niggas. Like, like it's weird as fuck. Like, you need to know, my nigga. Don't talk to me like that. No.
Any other thoughts before we wrap this up?
We play y'all and Slimmy's team in the next 14 days, and I don't want to hear shit.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna be there or not.
Yep. Yeah, there you go. We play the Cavs on the 23rd, and we play y'all on the 25th.
Yeah, y'all going on East Coast trip.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Any other thoughts before I read the super chats?
Be patient. Be kind. Don't be envious. Don't be boastful. Don't be proud. Don't be haughty. Don't be selfish. Don't be rude. Just be a good person.
That black man with the underwater AI picture says, greetings from Ash Wednesday, NOLA. Shout out to that black man 162. TS Car Wash and Detail Services. Thoughts on Tyreek Hill getting cut? I don't have any thoughts.
I sent the video to your DM, Anton.
Yeah, I seen it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have no thoughts. I don't care.
He ain't good no more. So like when I saw it, like I didn't think nothing. Like, nigga, you're not good no more. You always in trouble and you always hurt. So I don't even know why it's news.
He got all them baby mamas and kids.
Right. Like he
Always,
ain't what he was.
it always
Like
happens
he 5 years past being good. When the Chiefs cut his ass, that nigga wasn't even good no more. That nigga sent him to the Dolphins for a reason.
Well, I hope he had his money stacked up. Let me see what else is going on. 100% Q, masculine gay is wild behavior. I just tell you that they still a man at the end of the day. Word Custom says Clifton is the bad characters he plays. We may not know how to love, but we know right and wrong excuses, just like using slavery we never experienced. Shout out to you, Word. Leno says, get a concealed carry for protection, ladies.
That's bad advice.
Maurice Manhattan said, did she transition into a man to sleep with men? If so, it's confusing.
Statistics state that women that carry guns more than likely will have the gun turned on them than use it against their perpetrator. So that's bad advice for women to carry guns.
Did AD prepare that sermon? I don't have to prepare a sermon. I just talk my thoughts.
Off the dome.
When you get going, it just goes. It just flows. That black man, shout out to you, bro. I appreciate you for supporting the platform. Jelani says thoughts on Shia LaBeouf getting beat up.
I seen that.
Should have had a gun.
What?
Yeah, he was like in New Orleans or something. Oh, I don't know if he was in New
How do y'all
Orleans.
know these people? Who the fuck is with Shia LaBeouf? Who is that?
I think he started something, but
Shia LaBeouf is?
He's an actor.
I don't know who Shia is.
Yeah, he played in a lot of different things, bro. He's a really good actor.
Yeah,
very
Holes. Remember the movie Holes back in the
Constantine.
Very antisocial too.
I read books. I don't watch movies.
You watch series.
That's why I don't. Sometimes I only watch
He's like
series
a child
because
star, though, so
I have dates with Erica with the K, and we watch Love Is Blind while on FaceTime.
Shout out to that black man. That black man says, AI, what a time to be alive. That's not AI, big dog. Okay, well, if it's not AI, that's what's up. Great photo. Phenomenal camera. Great lens. It's dope. I'm with it.
0 pixels.
What any other thoughts, y'all? Before we wrap it up?
Wrap it up, please.
Yeah, ladies, wrap it up, or they're gonna say shofar for having a little big head kid out here.
No, why you guys
Oh, I'm so sorry.
For those of you that are tuning in tomorrow we got the Q show tomorrow night. Q show tomorrow night.
What did you do yesterday?
What who do yesterday?
Was the channel blank yesterday?
Yeah, I'm still working on this final thing. Well, we actually working on some other stuff first, and then we gonna move on to that. So,
oh, I know who Shayla Boo is. I've seen him before. I just didn't know his name.
Shayla Boo.
I love it.
Slim, you got anything else? Anybody got anything else?
Yeah, I heard Quinn talking about What is that? Whatever team playing OKC, they're gonna get fucked up both of them days. Bad.
We play the Cavs
and we Big
play
Harden show.
Detroit.
The 23rd, you said the 25th. I heard you. I heard you. I was getting the bagel though. So yeah, y'all gonna get fucked
That's
up.
Monday. That's on Monday.
Y'all gonna get
Do
fucked
you
up.
want to make a wager?
I don't gamble on sports. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. No.
I want to make a
Job,
wager.
Nah. If you want to go to a gym and shoot around, and we can wager on that. And I'm gonna make way more shots than you. I'll put 1,000.
I'll make more shots than who?
I don't agree about that.
Yeah.
No. Because I'll tell you this, like this probably don't make no sense.
I know Anton been shooting in the gym. I don't
know where you used to live, Slimmy, but where I used to live, like the crack in the driveway by the bush used to be the 3-point line, and I never missed.
And it was probably like 15 feet, and that's not a 3-pointer.
It was wherever the crack was in the driveway.
Well, so you don't know.
You know what I'm talking about.
You don't know if that crack. No, she doesn't know either. She doesn't know.
Random
that crack in the driveway was 15 feet away from that hoop.
I had a basketball.
And the 3-point line, it's 25 feet. No, I'm saying you don't know what he's talking about as far as that crack. Like you don't know what he's talking about. Nobody knows.
I play basketball. And all I did, I just sat in the corner and I don't miss from the corner.
I grew up with boys.
So so anybody who knows, the corner is the easiest shot to make. It's the closest to the basket.
Correct. That's why I don't miss.
Yeah, so you're not shooting a difficult shot.
There's always like depth perception because there's no backboard, so there's that too.
You shoot for the other side of the rim. Okay, you don't know how to shoot, so yeah, just back down.
It just goes in. It just goes in. It just goes in.
I'm better off trying to challenge Anton because I know he be in the gym. He be taking
both y'all
shots.
suck at basketball. I saw Anton in his big ass and one shorts, fucking below the knee shorts, trying to hoop.
Who suck at basketball?
Live stream it.
What the fuck are you
Quinn, I'm gonna be honest. Even in the shape I'm in now, right now, I don't think you could ever score on me. Ever.
I'll tell you this: my uncle is speaking about in shape. He asked me to come over and put some furniture together. First thing he said, "I see you've been working out, nephew. He in shape over there, my nigga."
How you gonna score? We talking about you scoring? I'm saying I'm not in shape. Me not being in shape, I don't think you could score on me. Yeah, not doing stuff like that. Yeah, you can't score.
Do it again, Glenn.
That jab step is garbage. That jab step is garbage.
It's called a triple threat, nigga. What you mean?
No, it's so what you would have been doing was a jab step out of the triple threat. That jab step was garbage.
That backhandy pull up, nigga.
You don't know basketball, man. You don't know basketball. It's evident.
Nigga, that's my move, nigga. Mm-hmm.
How you gonna get off a pull up if you can't get by somebody?
Man, you too slow, man. Your feet don't move like mine.
Dog, I don't have to be able to move faster than you. All I have to be able to do is stop you from getting to where you're trying to go. All this nigga movements are terrible. This nigga's a created player. This nigga's a created player. Oh my goodness. This shit.
It's a fucking rap.
You know what?
Nigga, I used to watch N1 mixtapes, my nigga. You don't know about me, nigga.
What do you mean? I used to be in the N1 games. What are you talking about?
Nigga, skip to my loo, nigga. Shit, fuck you mean?
Quinn, let me get a shot. Let me get an actual.
Yeah, show us your form. Show us your shooting form. Garbage.
Gotta keep that elbow in, nigga, like that.
What do you shoot with out of these? What do you shoot with? Why did you just pervert basketball like that? What?
Nigga, as long as that shit go in, nigga, it don't fucking matter how I
Eastern.
shoot, bro.
Oh no, it ain't going in. It ain't going in consistently unless you're using these three.
Y'all know
Yeah. Using these three, man. That's all you need.
Nigga's a rap, nigga.
That's all you need. That's all you need. That's
After I saw the dunk contest, nigga, I dunk on you too, nigga.
okay. This
I
nigga
got
smoking
big, I
crack.
got big ass calves and thighs, nigga. Fuck you,
Any
mean?
final thoughts?
Pause.
Explosive,
Any
nigga.
final thoughts?
Explosive. West Coast shit.
Oh my god.
Oh, you know our rap song?
Y'all sleepy. Y'all need to go to
Listen, we
bed.
love y'all.
I think
We
it's time to go to
appreciate
bed.
y'all. We out. Peace.
Trash.
All right,
Trash.
guys.